Hello, 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 motherfucker! Who just popped a can of Monster right in the... You did. I saw that go off. That was impressive. Holy crap. Oh, well. No. Listen. Everybody shut up for a second while I figure out what the problem is.
God damn it. That was so perfectly
timed. It was perfect, but I fucked it up. I'm sorry. Listen, I sped run updating the cards. I should get a little fucking credit.
True.
Context. Angels
right
cracked an energy drink at the exact perfect moment at the start of the stream. And we all thought it came through, and turns out it didn't. Because, we had a little technical issue, and it's the one technical issue that stopped the funny from actually happening. And that's okay. My talent putting in the work. It was just a little accident.
My talent is wasted here.
Damn. Thanks, bro. Feels
You're
great.
well. Got it. You're
Very
welcome.
Well, banned you.
Not like we had a fucking interview process and everything. Goddamn. Either way. Welcome to Ghostlight Theatre, not the clown show, as it apparently seems to be, run by the head clown myself. Oh, man. Oh my god. Well, welcome back. It's a nice Sunday morning for me, and Socks, and Angels, and then it's Saturday evening for Makeshift and Streaky, I think. Unless somehow Streaky is teleported across the world.
If it's not Sunday morning for you right now, you're in a bad time zone and you should move.
You're in a bad time zone and you should feel bad.
This is your fault. You're in a bad part of the planet, and this is entirely your fault. This does make you ontologically evil.
No.
And you should be fired from a giant version of a potato cannon to a better country.
No. We can't say that, Socks. Just let it be known that we at Untold Realms do not stand with Socks, and any opinions spread by them or theirs alone.
We at Untold Realms definitely believe that you should pay your taxes. Really big emphasis on the big head nod there that I'm definitely doing.
I'm back. I'm back. What was you saying about taxes?
Oh my god!
You should
absolutely pay them.
Yes.
Pay your taxes. Otherwise, you will be hunted like a dog.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, would anyone like to tell us what happened last time? Please not me, because I don't remember and my brain hurts. I should take meds.
Last time I crawled out of a vent in makeshift ceiling space, but like half an hour late.
Yeah, it was interesting. First, I didn't even realize I had a ceiling vent. But I heard the noise behind me. You know how you don't hear glass break often, but anytime you hear it, you're like, oh, it's glass breaking. I heard the ceiling vent clatter noise like it was a video game, and I was like, what? And I turned around, and I just saw you descending from the ceiling, but I couldn't see a grate there anymore. The thing that made the noise was gone. You're just in mid fall, and I was like, what? How? Yeah, we're in the show. Just give him the mic. And I was sweating profusely, trying not to demonstrate my sheer panic at the seemingly magic that had just occurred in front of me. But luckily they got on the show without casting any more spells on me.
Yeah, honestly, it was really funny because it seems to forget sometimes that I do not need a microphone. I can just sort of beam myself into the Discord chat. It's the only reason why the the little reactive icon was working. It's because he was like, get on the mic, and I was like to myself, I'm not going to do that. It's going to make his reactive pop up, and then people will know. They'll know, they'll know that he's not joking. So I did the whole power of my mind routine to just sort of, there's just
I was talking about the session itself, but good to know that it is possible to find makeshift in the back rooms that easy.
Honestly,
Yeah, apparently.
he doesn't make it difficult. He makes it super easy to track him down. You should do it.
Yeah, there's a really long Ethernet cable and like a daisy chain of like switches that lead
Oh my
from my
God.
position to the nearest exit.
Oh
Just
my
gonna drop
God.
his home address inside chat. So if folks wanna get onto that.
Oh my God. Anyway, does anyone
Hey,
want, remember what happened in the session?
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Could you explain it to me and everyone else, please?
Do I
Do you guys want me to
have
do it?
Yeah, make sure you do it. If the lizard wants.
Okay. So,
Fucking
on the
lizards.
previous episode of Ghostlight Theatre, Makeshift remembered he can look at his notes and make this much easier for himself.
Oof.
In the previous session, you all were mulling over the fact that you lost the finger bone to that sorcerer from the previous fight. And he just kind of waltzed off, like he vanished into thin air, and was like, well, shit, now what are we going to do? And then, shortly after... Wait a second, I need to actually read my notes. Oh, no. Oh, okay.
That's where the days are for reading.
This stream is sponsored by the letter R for read.
Reading.
This is also sponsored by like the type of tinfoil that they use to make hats.
Could somebody
You should
please
use
just continue with the recap? Makeshift, this is why we
Word.
needed the videos.
Yeah, good point. But they took effort. But anyway, so, and also after you had a discussion with Alderic, the dragon who rules over the city of Pleodorus, he made sure to tell you, like, hey, this is real dangerous. Make sure you don't die, because I'll kind of be in trouble if that happens. Afterwards, your characters were all like, okay, well, what's the game plan for getting that bone back? I don't know, let's sleep on it. And when you did, any character who had a death bone inside them was able to detect the general direction. Go ahead and do it, Briar.
General direction.
General direction.
There you go. Of the sorcerer. And you realized, oh, he's actually not too far away. But before you could do that, Mullen's need to kill something was bubbling back up, and her and Charms went to go find some rando who's gonna have a real unlucky night.
Oof.
So in the middle of the night, they waddle off into the darkness, find some person huddled up against a wall, and slit their throat open. However, right after that happens, the god of fate and the god of death both had a quick little powwow with Mullen, and we're like, yeah, that just changed some stuff, just so you know. Bye. And then fate disappeared into the nothingness, and the god of death also was just like, yeah, peace. And then they found that there was a kid who had spotted them after they murdered his mother, and they were able to convince him to just kind of, run along, go buy yourself something like some
Forget
candy.
about
Go somewhere else.
it.
Run far away.
Forget about it.
Forget
Buy
about it.
yourself something nice and forget about it.
Just don't worry
Forget
about it.
So yeah, we're tracking a guy down, and he's
Yeah.
in the city.
And then as you track down the person who stole the bone from you, you basically just made your way over to where you quickly determined there was an old amphitheater at the edge of the city carved in stone. And after you got there, you passed by Leverton, who was just hanging out waiting for all of you to get there. They seemed very untalkative. I wonder why. You then find that the person you were fighting before is just chilling out in front of the amphitheater with some weird-looking little lights dancing around on the stage. As you have a little chit-chat with him, he reveals some details about himself, until Alderic shows up once again. You also discovered that he was a lich when speaking with him, and that Alderic seems to know him, or at least know the fact that he is a lich, somehow. And that's basically the recap of last session.
Nice. We got through
Yes.
it. Good job.
We did it, gang.
We did it,
Get back to
gang.
it.
Can we get back
And
to
we're only 15 minutes into the session, baby.
Wow. I mean, to be fair, 10 of it does get the
Sidetracked.
music.
Yeah.
I know words. Anyway, let's play Dungeons and Dragons. Woo! Woo! It wasn't a skull this time. Why are you afraid of spirals?
Geometric shapes scare me.
Good to know.
I don't like Euclidean. I don't like
Euclidean geometry. Right. Makeshift. Start the game.
I don't
Yes.
understand non-Euclidean.
Start the
Shows you a
game.
My boy
All right.
is surrounded by former and current ASMR people, but is terrified of hypnosis.
I don't
He's
know.
like, I could be around these people. They're not going to throw a spiral. They're not gonna make the circle rotate. I'm just gonna let it sit there and be normal.
Precisely.
Oh my
Get
god.
rotated.
My trust has been
No.
betrayed. How could you?
Rotated.
No.
Get rotated.
For the love of God, Makeshift start the damn game.
Sorry, I was waiting for the banter to end. So, you are all standing in various positions inside this really dilapidated old amphitheater. It's like there's hardly even like a few rows left, and like the stage is more like just where some stone is collapsing down. You can still see a few pillars. So this, I forgot to mention just how dilapidated this old amphitheater was. It probably only gets occasionally used by maybe like, I don't know, some Boy Scouts who are just like, oh yeah, we know of the old amphitheater that still is kind of has seats. And let me move all of you. Actually, before I do, the last thing you heard was Alderic standing above all of you, all the rows, and he says that he knows that the sorcerer nearby you is in fact a lich. What do you all do, having heard him say that?
Well, you should put some cream on it then.
Oh my god.
Well, Sharms is pulling his gun. That's for damn sure. And he's gonna point it towards the sorcerer lich.
I'd like to take a couple steps back because I think I was pretty damn close to him. So I'd like to back away.
You were, and he is also in a pose right now. He's kind of like Jesus posing, like arms stretched out, like a give me a hug pose.
He's being
pointing towards
dramatic.
Alderic. Yeah,
Okay.
and
John.
as Alderic, oh yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say John grabs his axe with southern intent.
With southern intent.
With
Southern intent.
You know what? I
I'ma
respect
make-
that, brother.
You're welcome.
Thank
I
you.
did-
I'm gonna
I
make
did
these. I'm gonna make these wetland trees go near extinct.
Damn right, motherfucker.
Oh, actually, no.
No?
He's
I'm
gonna
not gonna
find
pull
a
my gun.
crocodile.
You're not gonna pull
He's
your
gonna
gun?
hunt one down.
I'm not gonna pull my gun.
What are you
I'm
gonna do?
going to put
What are you gonna pull out?
No.
I'm gonna pull out Rick Shades.
Let's go! The chameleon, baby!
Yeah.
Oh,
E.
nice.
The Eldritch Cannon.
Yeah. He pulls out Rick Shades and places him on the shoulder. His usual spot. And is gonna prepare to fire it on the sorcerer lich because haha, why else is Alderic here for?
Yep.
All of the Rick.
And as you're all taking your poses, Alderic continues to speak and goes, what was his voice? I think I remember it. And goes, I know. And that creature down there, his name, it's Rocco Valentina, isn't it? Let me quickly.
That sounds a little, Is he?
Would anybody like to make a history check or any other kind of check to see if they
would.
know that name? Go for it.
Yeah.
I know it's not even
Give
gonna go
me-
well. I just want to know if I know it.
What check do
Is
you
it
want to
history,
make?
right?
Himstery.
Hipster.
Tell me what kind of check you want to make, and I'll tell you.
Oh,
I'll tell you if you get it.
Arcana, maybe? See if there's been any talks about, oh yeah, there's this guy, he's done this and this and this.
I just want to see if I recognize a fellow Death Follower's name.
Ooh.
Then that would
20
be
fucking one.
a 21 on history.
Mm-hmm.
You do recall a name similar to that, but it's not Valentina.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's really close. It almost seems like Aldrich might have misspoken. But you remember the name Valentius.
Valentius. Okay.
Does anybody else make a check to see if they can figure that one out?
Arcana?
Arcana wouldn't. No, Arcana wouldn't discern anything about that name. I think.
History then.
I don't think
Yeah.
God would know.
And you could try. History 13.
It's rough out here, folks.
It's rough out here. Although, may I just say, 13?
13.
13.
13?
I just gave myself
Any numbers?
another hair splinter, but got it out. Yeah, you do not recall that name at all.
We haven't started initiative yet, have we?
No.
Not yet,
Uh,
because combat also hasn't started.
I'd like to,
Yes.
I'm trying to decide if I would even do. Yeah, sure. Fuck it. She's gonna. How far is Charms from the guy right now?
30 feet.
30 feet.
Charms, yeah, about 30
Okay.
feet. Let's go with that.
How close am I to him?
You're probably only about like 15, 10 feet.
So I could cross that in a couple seconds, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With your movement.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Plus I've got
How
hooves,
else
so
would-
climbing up
okay.
rocks is fine. Yeah, she's gonna kind of like hear the name, be like, Valentina. I know a Valentina. Oh, I know a Valentina's, and she's gonna like, I don't know if they're connected, but fuck no, baby. And she's going to kind of back up and try to get closer to Charm so she can tell him that she knows this guy. That she'll back up and be like, I think I know that name.
I'd like to prepare an action as well.
Go ahead.
I'd like to prepare True Strike if we do enter combat.
Can you put the description in side chat so I can know if there's verbal somatic components?
Somatic. I'm
Somatic?
not saying I'm casting it now. I'm saying that I'm preparing to cast it.
Oh, okay.
If things go sour.
Gotcha. Okay. I just need to know in case you just now start doing some magical Naruto hand signs, and I'm like, okay, that's gonna raise some red flags. But okay.
Pepper throwing big sights. No.
So as right after Aldrich says that about his name, run me again, Mom. What'd you just say?
She'll kind of hop back to go stand near Charms and be like, I think I know that name.
And as Roko hears that, he goes, "You're damn right you know that name, and it's Valentius, you annoying fucking lizard."
Okay, then I do know that name.
I'd love a history lesson at a later point. He starts pulling out the gun.
Oh,
got-
why wait? If you want a history lesson, why don't you ask the lizard back there? How do you know me? But Aldrich stays silent. Well, fine. I'll let them know then. You see, that pathetic worm up there used to, and as he says that, you see, if you're looking at Aldrich, you see him do this. But if you're looking at Valentius right now, or Roko right now,
Mm-hmm.
you just see Hang on, let me grab the spell description.
Sharms doesn't need to look at Alderic to know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, Mullen's watching the Lich.
He about to catch some heat real quick.
Yeah. Sharms is a dragon port. He knows what dragons can do when insulted enough.
You see 3 beams, like rapid fire, right into the torso, or right towards Roko, and they have this brilliant golden gleam. It's like hard to look at them, unlike, say, a fire cantrip where it just looks like you're looking at fire. These are like flashes of pure starlight that just pepper him in a barrage of 3. And as the bright flashbangs that just hit your retinas calm down a little bit, you can see Roko is posing in such a way where he's sticking out one of his arms. And he has his finger pointing forward, and it looks like... Give me a... either perception or arcana check, whichever one you choose. Everybody.
I'm going perception. 14.
23 arcana.
Nice. Jesus Christ.
Arcana, wow,
baby,
nice.
22.
I go
22, baby.
4.
Oof.
Oh, John.
It's
So
really good.
So Pepper, you notice that it seems like almost like a bubble is around him, but like protruding further forward than around him, and like this like smoke that just cleared and dust particles seem to be repelled by some unseen force that looks like it originates from his finger bone. And you could probably guess it's because he has the finger in that hand, as you also saw him put it in that.
Okay.
And Charms, you realize that in the space that just got blocked, it seems like he completely canceled the magic that entered that region.
Oh no!
Like he had like, it seems like counterspell got cast at like melee range for him.
Oh.
Yeah. Charms. How do I word this correctly and quickly? He probably says, he's countering magic.
Oh.
Right you are. And with that, roll initiative, everybody. And
Oh,
let me bring you all to the
fuck.
screen.
Oh
Wow.
no!
Yeah, this is a little tiny.
Oh.
no.
Like, not to be mean, but
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh god.
Initiative.
and this is 30 feet. All right, good to know.
Let's switch a little, John.
I mean, it is a dilapidated and old amphitheater.
You can also
It just-
move your token. I put it there just so you were there.
Oh yeah.
I'm moving mine because that's not where I was standing, lol.
Yep.
Right here. Okay.
Are you gonna move your token or
I
Oh,
mean,
me?
no? The lizard.
Oh.
I mean, I said I'm 30 feet away, so I don't know if this is 30 feet or not.
It's
or if
not.
the
Move your
vending
token
is well.
30 feet
That's
away.
not- He's
Alright.
there. You are 5 feet away, or 10 feet away.
No, I know, but like I thought the scaling was different or not. But
It's
I guess
not. Just move your
Oh.
thing, man.
Or how
Okay,
far am
so
I?
I'm like
Oh,
up here then.
Yeah. There you
I,
go.
I see. Get out of the scoodle. I'm gonna move my noodle.
I swear we're professionals. I
Are we?
definitely planned this out. I
I'm gonna be
swear
honest.
on my knees.
I thought it would be bigger.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That's what she said.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
But I'm not a she, I'm a he.
For now.
That's what
my
I would
brother
say.
in Christ. Please tell me
Oh
you're being
my.
deliberately obtuse.
Yes, I am.
Okay, just checking, because I was like, bro. Okay, just making sure. Anywho.
My little Rick
Oh, right,
Shades.
initiative. That's important. Makeshift, can you give the
Yep.
initiative order, please?
Indeed.
Maybe
Uh,
17.
clear it?
the-
Oh,
Or maybe not.
an
I guess not.
11. Yikes.
11.
I'm gonna. I haven't used my
21.
dice in so
21?
long. I'm gonna. Which ones do I want to roll though? That's the real question. Okay, these ones are the closest. Okay. Okay. Alright, those are the initiatives.
Rattle, rattle.
And
Rada.
Oh my god.
Gazpacho, is that you?
Motherfucker.
Rada.
oh my god.
Not in front of the children, Gazpacho.
Gazpacho, you need to stop beating him. He's already dead.
You don't know what he's done in his past before he met childhood.
Well,
Oh,
this is rough.
This is
I'm
gonna
sorry.
be rough.
Shout out.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. So Charms, it is now
Yeah.
your turn. I also think I need to give you permissions for this the Eldritch Cannon, right?
No, it's mine. I got it,
Oh, okay.
and it
Nice.
goes to my turn, so don't worry about it.
Gotcha. So it is your turn.
Yeah, it is.
Never rolled an
Cool.
initiative. Fuck with. Bing bong.
It is my turn.
You're doing great.
We're leaving you.
Thank you, man. I
too,
wish
baby.
I had magic weapon right about now.
You wish I had a magic weapon. I wish I had a range weapon. I got an axe.
No, I just wish I could make my weapon a +1 and magical to overcome resistances.
Oof.
Cool. Yeah, with Rig Shades already activated, Charms loads a bullet instead of the bout of fire. Well, he's gonna point his gun at him and do the opening salvo. Hey up! 24!
Hey.
Hey.
And,
For 7 piercing damage. Non-magical!
Word. As you shoot at him, and let me just write that down.
I swear.
So
this
as you
motherfucker casts
fight-
shields.
As you fire at him, he notices you gesturing towards him, and he goes from pointing his hand towards Aldrich to pointing it towards you. But as he sees that you're pointing a gun at him, you notice that he seems to move his hand out of the way from being like directly in your line of sight. As you then shoot him, and it goes through like the shoulder area.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. I'm using my bonus action to have Rick Shades crawl onto the same shoulder arm, and then, in sort of unison, fire his force ballista. Natural 20!
Natural 20, let's go!
Oh my god!
Nice.
Hey.
Your little automatons get the best rolls. Holy crap!
Really do. Holy shit.
Well, he did move his hand out of the way. That would explain the 19 force damage he takes, and he gets pushed back
Oh.
5 feet further in.
Ooh.
Gets
Oh my
slammed
God.
against the wall.
Wait, so he just did automatically add stuff? Wait, did it just add the extra dice roll already? Because it's a crit?
Well, I don't know if I roll double 8s and then it just. So, well,
Yeah, it rolled double 8s. It already did the rule that I usually go by, which is just double your damage. It's awesome.
Cool.
So yeah, you shot him with your gun, then your shoulder creature shot him with the much more powerful blicky.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I just imagine it's like ding! The millisecond
I mean,
difference.
it is a gun, so it goes bang, and then there's Rick Shades sitting on his shoulder. It goes, open his little mouth and
Jesus.
as this line. It's a line, yeah. Sort of connects between Rick Shades and him.
Mm-hmm. And as that beam, I guess, beam of force connects between. Is it a lizard on your shoulder, right?
Chameleon.
This is a mechanical chameleon.
Gotcha. Is a chameleon.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
my,
looking at the image,
force
didn't know if that
ballista.
was. Yeah,
It's my
and
own can.
he like shoots that beam of force towards Roko, and as it hits, because Roko had just adjusted his arm to be in a what he thought was safer position, it blasts into his forearm, leaving like you can actually see through the gash this time, but it quickly starts to close up, although you see his attention shoot down towards his arm, and he quickly grabs at his wrist to try and pull his forearm and like prevent it from, I guess, falling apart, it seems like. Which you didn't see him do anything of the sort when you fought him back at the cafe.
Well, I wasn't there at the cafe.
That's true.
That's
I was
a good
at the
point.
portal.
Yeah.
I did.
Everybody-
I was at the portal and hit him as well.
The epic
True,
shoot
yes.
with the crystal.
Everybody else, though, you have not seen him seemingly like grasp at a body part to keep it intact like this before.
Uh-oh.
And he gets pushed back 5 feet.
Oof.
Into
Because
the
the
wall,
force ballista hit him.
bitch.
Into the wall.
And yeah, it finishes off with him like thunking back into the wall and leaving one of those cartoonish dust clouds.
The engraving on his body on the side.
Sharms breaks his gun apart and starts loading it. First Valor, great shot.
And then you see Henrik, or is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Word. And then, after you do that, you hear Henrik go, "Hope you don't mind me borrowing that. Seems effective." And he flicks through the book that he has on his hip really quickly, and reaches out a hand. Can you go ahead and re-roll the exact damage, like the attack you did for the lizard?
Yes, I should have mentioned that this is not a cantrip that the Eldritch Cannon is doing.
Yeah.
All right, just want
He's about to copy your spell, essentially.
This is a class ability.
Yeah, he's about to copy it.
Okay. Yep. All right. Roll the attack again. Yes.
Yep.
All right. 21.
Oh, that's a hit. Give me that sweet ass damage.
That's another 13 force. As he's gonna get pushed this way this time if he's shooting.
Yep. I think that's a wall right here, so he might just get pushed into this same wall again. So he's just gonna
against the wall.
bigger
He's
dust
getting
cloud
yo-yoed.
appears.
He's getting yo-yoed against the wall.
Jesus.
And you can still see his silhouette through some of the dust that's kicking up, but he like really thunked into that thing, and this time you can see like a spurt of blood hits the ground here in front of him as he takes another 13 force damage. This time hitting him like in the gut.
Sharps is confused how effective this is, but just keeps on going.
If it works, it works. Who am I to judge?
Precisely.
And now, Little John, it's your turn.
Hey, how you doing? It's me, your boy.
It's me, yo boy.
Your boy.
Skinny penis.
Cannot confirm nor deny.
We didn't ask you to, Thin John.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Excuse me, it's the Johnson to you.
Jeez.
Finn
Finn Johnson.
Please, Skinny Penis was my father's name. My name is Thin Johnson.
I hate this. Roll your fucking turn.
Sorry, I need a moment to laugh at that.
Yeah, you do. That was funny as shit. I can't deny it.
All right. Well,
No.
as big as my heart and small as my mind, I decide. If
Pure
we're
of heart,
fucking-
dumb of ass.
I move my boy to the dude, which is 25, which is enough. So do.
You do that.
Yeah. And then I swung with my ex.
Give me an attack roll.
I will, for the love of God, please. That's
19? That's a hit.
Okay, thank fucking God. And then roll that. Wait, make sure the damage thing. It's not okay. Good. Okay. And boop. 7.
Nice.
Thanks.
You deal 7 slashing damage to him.
I did.
And
so
what do you aim as you swing your axe?
You said there's like a body part of his that's like slightly loosey goosey, just like fiddling around there. He's trying to hold on.
Yeah, his right arm seems to, at the forearm, seems like the midsection took a lot of damage, and he wants to keep. He seems defensive of it right now. He wants to keep that intact.
Is he like holding on to the gap that has damage, like covering it, or just like holding the lower below, just like to put it in?
He's holding his wrist to keep and pushing it in towards his elbow.
Okay, then I attack the part that has the damage.
Word. Go
Yeah.
for a swing, and it feels weird. It doesn't feel like normal bones, but you give it a good old thwack.
Good old whack.
Anything else?
Well, I still have an extra 5 feet because I was 25 and I have 30, so beep boop boop pop, 1 square away.
Word, which gives him an attack of opportunity. As you
Oh wait, fuck!
Unless you want to take that back.
I'm gonna take that back because I did realize that.
Word, okay.
But yes, that'll be the end of my turn.
Gotcha.
Yep.
All right. And then Malin, it is your turn.
Oh boy, it's me. I'm a Marlin.
I'm a mom.
All right. I love that this guy can just cancel magic, and that's like the one thing I'm good at.
So, quick thing. I actually got a higher initiative than Malin.
Oh,
yeah,
oopsie.
Pepper did. Why am I?
Oh yeah.
What?
Let me reorganize this.
Yeah.
There we go.
I
Oh,
probably
good.
clicked. Yeah, I probably clicked the organize button before they rolled.
Okay, good. Thank fuck it's not
Yeah.
me. Great. Have fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't die.
So
Pepper.
you know how I said I'm gonna cast that cantrip when we enter combat? Can we assume that that's triggered?
Yes. After seeing that Alderic was casting that one spell, yeah, I'm gonna say you get to have True Strike equipped now.
Cool. You know what I'm gonna do with that?
What are you gonna
Yeah.
do with that?
Fucking attack.
Nice. I hope so.
Oh my
Sure.
motion there.
Nani.
Go for it. A 12. That's a miss.
Yeah, it is a miss. It
Damn.
gives me advantage on my next attack roll, provided the spell isn't ended. So
Oh wait, yeah, you need to roll again.
another roll. I get another roll. Oh, it's 15.
Do it again.
15 beats.
Beats meats. Oh baby.
So our requirement.
Oh, I
is-
got 3 damage. I got 3 piercing damage.
Nice. Where do you aim your attack?
I really did go right for that finger, and you know what? I did a finger worth of damage.
Nice. You thrust your rapier down towards his hand and leave like a gash across it. And as you gash through the skin for just a moment, it seems like some eerie light was coming from his hand. But then it closes up very quickly as his flesh is mending relatively fast.
Now, the first thought that crosses Pepper's mind at that is, oh my god, he replaced his flesh with a lamp. Before she quickly realized, that's fucking stupid. Maybe he was a lamp all along. Either way.
Wait, stupid. He was a lamp from the start. Of course.
What if he was
It was the
always
mug.
a lamp? What if
That
the
sounds
real
like
lamp
something-
was the friends we made along the way?
That sounds like something Sinric would say in the private
Oh my
campaign.
god. The himbo himself.
Oh my god. For those who don't know, I play a himbo fighter named Sinric. He does not fight himbos, he is just a himbo who is a fighter.
Now a guy that only fights himbos would be really funny.
Sometimes he does.
Yes.
I'm writing that down.
Is that your whole turn, Pepper?
That's pretty much all I can do. I'm also gonna. I would also like to give, because I know, I know the problems that she's gonna face. I'm gonna quickly give Malin Bardic Inspiration as a bonus action as well,
Thank you, my dear.
because otherwise she's not gonna get fucking shit done.
Nope. But I have
And
a
also,
thought.
I fully believe in the others. And Malin, I'm just like, I know that you're gonna be fucked up if I don't do this. So
Damn.
Word. And is that your turn?
anyway, go for gold. Yeah, that's it. That's done. I'm done. Pepper is
Alright.
what can I say? She's a roleplay character. Her combat scenes are nice and quick.
Malin, it is now your turn.
Oh, joy.
More like mauling. Got this, man.
I'm gonna have to maul him because most of my shit is spells. He blocks magic. So, first thing I'm gonna do, a bonus action, Form of Dread, baby. I'm going to become the really creepy ass monster with bloody horns. All right. So, I'm
The
now. Let me roll my 1d10 real quick. Wah. 4 plus 4. I now have 8 temporary hit points. Thanks, State Farm.
You can take 2/3 of an attack.
You're welcome.
I can. It's great.
Yeah, we also have a bank.
Oh my god. Yeah, fucking bank. Okay, let's see. I'm now also immune to being frightened, so if he tries to frighten me, suck my dick. Okay, so I have 35 feet of movement. It only takes me 30 feet to get right here, because I'm gonna have to hit him with something. And that's what I'm gonna hit him with, my fucking horns. No, I'm not. Never mind.
No!
No, I'm not. That's
You
a 7.
You try to, but it's hard to hit him through like the dust that's been kicking up, got a little bit in your eyes. You're hard to aim.
And, you know, the fact that I'm kind of a freaky ass monster. That too.
Yeah. The body proportions changing, running downhill. A lot of factors.
Yeah.
Try to have your epic hero moment and miss.
Yeah.
I'm
That's my action, that's my movement, that's my bonus action. I'm fucked. Good night, kids. That's my turn, by the way. That's what I was trying to say.
Word.
Word.
And that is your turn. Now it's Alderic's turn. Now seeing a bunch of people who are kind of on his side crowding around the person he's trying to shoot at, he'll curse under his breath. Walk right here and here. He's going to grab Henrik and shove him to this position. And say, "Remember what I said. Don't get killed out here."
But
And then
what
he's
if
going
I
to turn back
want?
towards this guy. Whatever you want. That's been this whole campaign for Henrik. And he's going to, once again, fire a Scorching Ray at him. Let me just... 1d20.
19.
That's a hit. That's a miss.
Nice.
And that's a miss.
Hit him once.
So trying his best not to hit both of you, he shoots in like a triangular pattern, the bottom of which hits him, and the two other points of it shoot the wall behind him in even spaces. And that gleaming light nails him right in the chest for... where's the damage dice of this? 2d6. I'll roll that IRL.
I just realized we're all standing quite close to him. If he decides to AoE, we're fucked.
Yeah, you guys are fucked.
Yeah, how about that?
Wait! I don't like that. Why'd you say it like that?
It's okay. We can just.
I
wish
don't
was
care
faster
how
because
small
I
the
could just
room
simply
is.
be cooler.
I cast Fireball.
It's almost like these. I wish I was Azim again. I could just dodge. AoE, you said? Eat.
Who
It
needs
doesn't need to be
dodging
big
when you
AoE,
have
like-
HP?
20 feet and that'll do it.
Yeah, wouldn't that be an awful thing if an AoE were to occur in this dilapidated pit, this sunken, smallish space
Makeshift.
that he was waiting for you in?
Makeshift, please
Yes.
stop talking like that. Please stop talking like that. I don't like that.
It sounds like you guys should have ranged options.
And
I
that's,
do! He blocks them!
And it's
really good.
and that's Alderic's turn. And hey, oh wait, go figure. It's Roko's turn. Mullen and Little John, give me dexterity saving throws
I'm
at
gonna-
disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Hey, remind me what Bardic Inspiration does real quick.
Attack
We
rolls,
can
saving
do that.
throws, ability checks.
So I can roll that
10
then.
minutes. You can add a 1d6 to an ability check, attack roll, saving throw.
I will be doing that with this, no matter if I nail it or not.
It's
No.
rough out here, folks.
Oh, 1 on my 1d6. Does an 18 make
It's-
it?
It's
An
rough out
18
here.
makes it.
Oh, thank fuck.
All right. Pray for me, gods.
Briar, no.
Never mind.
Bye
Oh, that's unfortunate.
bye, Little John.
From the settling dust,
Oh, guys, go have dinner. Have fun.
both of Roko's arms thrust out rather rapidly, and they don't manage to grasp at Mullen, since the hand that he was holding his wrist with, he had to cross over his whole torso and reach further with that one. So there's more of time to react from Mullen. Little John,
So,
you still got them swinging arms ready to go, and he just grasped one of them. And he's about to slam you real hard into Pepper here.
uh-oh.
Pepper, give me a dexterity saving throw.
I will absolutely give you a dexterity saving throw.
Whoa. I'm gonna turn the table.
Better than that, you know what I'll do? I'll fucking nail this shit. You watch. I'm clicking it and it's not rolling. Is my internet dying?
Might be.
No, it's slow.
I don't
No,
know.
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Oh no, you know what it's doing? It's just giving me descriptions.
Oof.
Roll the fucking. Ah!
Oh.
You goddamn website. Anyway.
Oh, roll
let me
20.
real quick. Just roll a d.
I find it funny how now I'm the one being thrown at Pepper.
What did I get?
been-
Oh, look at that. It's 23.
Nice. You managed to survive. You managed to dodge. You can either dodge to right here, or even right
So
here if
it's-
you're feeling lucky.
It was a 23. Sorry, my internet keeps cutting in and out. I apologize.
Oh, that's fine. I can still hear you clearly.
No, cool. Yeah. So where did you say? Sorry.
You can either dodge to here, here, or here when you
Here,
dodge.
yeah, more sort of
Okay.
like, distance from him. Like that's 10 feet. They're all 10 feet, but this way I've got like an extra little. I got a straight direction.
And John, you get smacked into this wall right here, kicking up a bit more dust, and you take 4 blunt damage.
Oh,
Blunt damage,
can I say,
smashing.
Can I just
Yeah.
say how I picture this in my mind? Because I'm picturing finally Pepper being 3'6" paying off. Where it just like he swings, but he swings too high because he's expecting like a reasonable height for a person, and forgets that like she's a fairy, and she's like
Sure.
3 foot tall, 3'6".
That sounds hilarious. So I will allow
She
it.
doesn't actually
Just, like,
have to dodge. She just sort of steps out of the way before Little John falls.
Yeah.
Great. Neat.
And it is now. Then, after he does that, Mullen, you see from his left arm, something sticks out for just a moment. Actually, no, it's his right arm. My bad. Through like the gap in his flesh that's still healing up a bit that he just used to throw Little John with. There's like this shifting motion within it. Give me a perception check.
Okay. I rolled it with disadvantage again.
We
So
take the left one in
take
this
that
house.
19 and eat it.
Yes. That's the rules. We take the left if we accidentally have the advantages on.
Yep.
19. You notice it gives off this very eerie glint, as do his eyes. And you can even see what looks to be the bone starts popping out from starting at the elbow, and almost like where his wrist is like a hinge that's gliding along. And it kind of morphs out of his skin without leaving any blood. It just kind of like blorps out of him a little bit. As it does, you can see it glow a bit more. And then you see him disappear from in front of you.
Oh, bitch ass!
And he appears right behind Alderic.
First of all, ew. Second of all, bitch.
And let me see if Alderic makes this.
Oh,
He sure as shit does not make that.
A
Even with his
6.
bonus.
Oh no.
You then see Alderic get grabbed by the back of the neck and thrown real darn hard down to the position he was just in.
Ooh.
And he takes 24 damage.
24.
He's-
Motherfucker! That is 3 max rolls!
Oh yeah, he rolled high. He was a bit rougher with Grandpa.
Bit rougher with Grandpa.
He ain't fucking around.
Nope.
Soft little John, rough with Grandpa.
See, that, folks, is what we call foreshadowing. Or, I don't know, diegetic storytelling. Anyway, that's going to be the end of his turn. You can also see that his clothing is starting to like get tattered. Like before, it was he's put his robes back on, but like the hole you just punched into his torso and his arm is starting to leave this outfit he's had on for a while a bit more tattered. What the? Oh, there we go. It's 2 targets moved at the same time. And Charms, it is now your turn.
Yep, we're just gonna casually walk around here.
Going for a little stroll.
We're going for a little stroll around the hole.
Woo.
for a little hole throw.
And he's done loading his gun. He cocks it shut and takes aim. And just as he's about to pull the trigger, the Eldritch Cannon fires before him this time.
Oh,
Trying to take him off guard here. Yeah, I don't think that hits.
nah. Being in the field of view and this time knowing that salamander on your shoulder is going to fire.
Chameleon.
Chameleon, my bad. He probably doesn't know the difference.
Of course he doesn't.
Knowing this character, he's just like, yeah, lizard shape. He just called a dragon a lizard. He lunges his body out of the way, and the blast passes behind him and hits the stone right here.
All right. Well, since he moved, Sharms moves his hand a bit to follow along as he fires, shooting an 18.
Oh.
That's
And
an
taking
18.
Taking advantage of his new positioning, you managed to nail him with a gunshot.
Hell yeah. Dealing 9 piercing damage.
Nice. And where on his body do you aim?
Well, Sharms has found that center mass usually works best. So, center mass. So, anything around the ribcage area.
Word. I'll say you hit him roughly in his ribs, and as you hit him in what seems to be like his sternum area at a bit of an angle, something about it feels a little odd. Give me a perception check.
You got, boss. +0 to a 19, baby.
Nice. Whereas everybody else still needs the time to get used to the sound of a gunshot, you're used to it at this point, and you can also hear that there's a sound that came afterwards when you hit him, it seemed like. It was strange. It was almost like a bell ringing. It seemed more like hitting metal than hitting bone, but something felt odd about the sound his body made when you hit him in the ribcage.
Okay. Like hitting metal.
Yeah, that's the most similar. Like maybe not just metal. Like something just felt strange when you hit him. It didn't seem like the noise that usually gets produced by a body.
Would my instinct of a endoskeleton, like an extra endoskeleton, be like feasible?
You can roll an investigation check to see if you know what's going on.
Yes, sir. Thank you very kindly. 20.
You can discern that it's not some sort of suit of armor he's wearing. The fabric is too clearly thin. If it was a suit of armor, it would have to be under his skin somehow, but that seems unlikely based on how flexible he is, how he can move. It might just be that there's something strange about his ribcage specifically, but you can't quite figure out what's going on here.
Okay. Okay. Sharps is gonna call out. Aim for his stomach! That's gonna be the end of my turn.
Word. And now is Little John's turn.
Oh boy. So, after Little John hearing the crack of thunder, that was the gun, he looks over at Charms, hears what he says, and just goes, raising a thumbs up, and then proceeds to go waddling back to him.
Yeah.
And takes another swung of his axe to the stomach, following the advice.
Word. Give me an attack roll.
Oh, wow. Oh, wait, shit.
We take the left one in this house, and that's a hit. Wow. Roll for some damage.
Damage. 13, baby.
13?
Oh my. Holy crap.
Yeah.
That was almost max damage. That was really good.
Thank you.
Dealing. I gotta write down this.
No, I don't think that's max damage. Or
It was close. You're like 2 off.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
And then 13 more damage. Okay, word.
Yeah.
And so, as you, I assume you're aiming for his stomach, right?
Yeah, I
What
take
you
the
said?
advice that Charm said. It's like aim for stomach, swing.
As you give kind of like an up, like a swing, kind of like a swing at a baseball bat motion,
Yeah.
you notice that it kind of knocks him off his feet a bit,
Mhm.
and he seems oddly lightweight for his body. Like you even managed to like pick him up a little bit, and your follow through manages to move him.
Mhm.
You can choose, if you'd like, to throw him into any of the cardinal directions around you, like here or here or here.
So I say I would throw him a this wall, but can I like that wall? But can I say that he like? What I like to think is like John swings from like, if we're saying baseball terms, he swings from like the left side box and he hooks him and goes. For let me do the fucking click thing.
I don't know what the left side box is. Hey there, folks. I don't know about sports.
I know where you're from. You should know what baseball looks like.
What it looks like, I know, but I don't know. I don't know how to. I don't understand any sports.
Oh god, the sudden like immediate catching myself before I dox people on live streams is very constant.
What I'm trying to say,
I appreciate it.
Is that he gets swung in this direction, like going in a circle. I know this is probably a shitty way of doing it, like
counterclockwise.
Yeah, counterclockwise.
There we go.
Like, since you're doing baseball, I'm just thinking like, oh, I could just spin counterclockwise, spin, shoot to wall to like here.
Word. My spine kind of hurts right now for some reason. You do that and you spin counterclockwise and smack him into the slope behind you. Yeah. He is now knocked prone on the ground right here. I guess he's kind of more like right here, but yeah, I'll have him right here just so he's not like... Right here kind of implies he's on the lip of the thing.
Yeah.
All right. And is that your turn?
Yeah, I can't do shit, brother.
Word. And now, it is Henrik's turn. He's going to step over here. 2, 3, 4, 5. That gives him an angle. Ooh, excuse me, I had to burp. And he's going to once again flick through his book. And he's going to point his hand down at this guy. And this time, you see a gleaming gold spark of light come from his hands as he fires out the scorching ray that came from his grandfather just a moment ago. If only I could. There we go. The first one is a hit. Second one is a miss. And the third one's a hit. Which is... Where is it? 2d6. Oh my. Oh my. He does 16 fire damage. Or he would.
What?
As you see, as Roko is laying on the ground, dust still kind of stirring around him a little bit, as he's once again been slammed into a wall in this dirty-ass old amphitheater. As the 3 beams of light arc towards him, you see one of his arms stick out, his right arm specifically, and point towards the direction of the spell. And once again, it seems like the spell gets stopped by some sort of unseen force. Everybody give me a perception or arcana check.
Oh boy. Perceptione.
Motherfucker, I said! Did you not listen to me?
Perception. Hey,
Perception.
Nice. So, Charms, you did arcana?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Just wanted to make sure you weren't saying something about, whoops, I clicked the wrong thing. But
no, he was saying, motherfucker, I told you, he counter magic. What about that you don't understand?
Oh, sorry, I was trying to think of something. You hear Henrik call back to you. If you say that in character, I assume.
I said that the very first turn.
Yeah. And
Sharps is gonna reiterate his point.
As you see this this light hitting him, you notice it seems like there's a noteworthy shadow being cast around his body that's kind of spherical looking. Like the bright flashes from almost seem like gunshot flashes coming from the spell that Henrik just shot off. It seems like there should have been an area beneath Roko that got illuminated, but didn't. Like even the light was getting blocked by the spell, or by something in his hand. Probably that finger bone. And Mullen, you notice that not only is it a slight spherical shape centered on his hand, it almost is kind of a bean shape. Like it seems like it's not just a sphere around his hand, it's almost like the sphere is also a bit elliptical and directional, and creates this area around his feet and near his like left side where the dust is still settling. Like there's an area outside of his reach right now that is hittable with magic.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
Do you want me
And that
to
is
say
Henrik's
anything?
turn.
Okay, I was like, do you want me to say
Oh, yeah,
anything,
my
or are
bad.
we going?
No, that was me being ooped, because I forgot that's
Ooped.
Henrik's turn.
Just a little
Pepper, it is
bit.
now your turn.
God dang right.
Why did
I
Pepper
would
get
like
Southern?
to, because magic's not working at all. That's fine. Just gonna keep poking this guy with sharp metal stick. Yeah, right. Let's get it. Let's get it done.
Let's get swifty.
Oh God. So these, we're sort of standing on the layers of the stairs here. So if I go here, I'm on the same level as him, right?
Let me look here. Yes, you're only like a few feet above him.
How's a 15 to hit?
15 meets beats.
Prone, right?
Beats
Oh
me.
yeah, he's prone.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
you get
shit.
advantage.
on
Yeah,
the
melee
attack
within
or on the
5 feet.
damage?
Attack.
Yeah, advantage to hit.
All right. Well, you know what? Fuck it. Let's roll another one just in case. All right. No, that's infinitely worse. I would like to stab him again.
You
Well,
do
yeah,
that,
so
and
I'm
where
gonna,
do
I'm gonna stab him in the stomach or some shit. Actually,
and
no.
where do you?
Last time,
Oh,
sorry, yeah. Last time I went for
Where do you-
his
yeah.
hand, his finger, like the magic finger, where I was like, oh, that seems sus. I would like to try and cut it off.
word. You do 5 piercing damage to try and slice off the finger that was glowing a bit. I assume you aim for like the knuckle joint. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I thought your internet cut out for a second.
That's okay. I'm gonna, try and cut it off at the base.
Word. You try and do that, dealing 5 piercing damage to the base of his hand, and as you do that, you kind of like reach over his body into the. And he's already like reaching out over towards Henrik right now, so his hand's kind of outstretched and a bit more vulnerable. And as you do that, you like slice it a good amount, and it seems like you took it halfway off. And you hear him go, fuck. And he like reaches to like grasp his fist down and clutch it to make sure that like his middle finger actually no, yeah, it was the middle finger. To make sure that the middle finger doesn't fall off and it can perhaps heal better as he clutches on it.
Ooh. I would also like to chuck a. I'm just thinking real quick. I would like to chuck a bardic inspiration to Little John. The other thing I'd like to do before I end my turn.
Word.
All right. Other than that, that's the end of my turn.
Nice. And Malin, it is now your turn.
Sorry about that. Okay, so you said a bean shape might be an area I could throw some magic at.
Yeah, you just notice that it's not a perfect sphere around his hand. It's
Okay.
more like an oval. It's almost like the shape of a finger bone got expanded, kind of. And it's only really covering his upper half right now.
So if I were to say shoot an eldritch blast at that spot that might be weaker.
His left arm or perhaps his legs.
Well, I'm gonna shoot an Eldritch Blast at it.
Yeah.
For an 11, which I know does not hit.
Actually, he's prone, so you get advantage.
Do I?
Oh, that hits. That's a
Hell
hit right
yeah.
there.
Kick his ass.
Okay.
Beat
Do you
him.
want the official ruling?
On being prone and attacking somebody?
Yes.
No.
No.
Sure, but I'm probably gonna ignore it.
Okay. Being prone gives disadvantage to ranged attacks.
Disadvantage to ranged attacks?
Yes, so if you try to hit a prone target at range, you have disadvantage. If you try to hit the melee at a prone target, you have advantage.
That's
the official
So what if you
ruling.
pull
If
out
you
this
wish to ignore it, you
specific
can go
rule
right
in
ahead.
this one instance just to fuck with
I-
Briar?
I'm going to say
It's gonna fuck
I
me
can-
too.
I can understand that with regular or even magic range attacks if you're on a level plane with somebody else and they like duck and cover, they would be a smaller target that's harder to hit.
That's
In
fair.
this circumstance, Mullen's beneath them and their body is at like an angle. So at this point, they're more like a sitting duck prone target.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
They're not prone as in like lying on their stomach. They're prone as in they've been knocked over.
Too sober for this.
Oh my god.
Do I hit him or not?
You hit him, yes.
Thank fucking Christ. Alright, so that is 6 force damage, and because I have the Agonizing Blast Eldritch Invocation, that adds my Charisma modifier to the damage that it deals. So that is 10 force damage.
Nice.
Pretty baller.
You do that. And where do you aim on his body?
I'm aiming at the thing you told me, which I think it was left hand arm thingy.
Ah, his left forearm where you saw the bone appear from.
Uh-huh.
You give that thing a good old zapping for 10 damage. And as it quickly draws his attention away from his finger, which he's tried to clutch down in his right hand, and he shoots his attention over to his left arm. And the look on his face, before it was this just kind of melancholy, he was a very statue-esque looking person. But now that the sunlight's hitting his face, you can actually see the panic on his face as that part of his arm got struck. He goes, oh shit. And you can see this, the gash where his, I can never tell the difference between the ulna and the radius. They're the two bones in your forearm.
I'll
The
give you- I'll
one-
give you it. The radius is the one on the radial side. It's on the outside.
That makes it, that does not solve my pinky side or thumb side.
I believe pinky side.
Word. Then his radius gets exposed. As you actually, now that I'm holding my arm in this way, that makes sense. That's the outside. I just curled my arm inward and I was like, oh yeah, that's the
Correction.
outside.
If you put your arm with your palm facing forward as if you were getting a blood test, it's the one on the outside there, so it's the thumb side.
Oh, okay. That one's the
So
okay.
when you have it top down, they twist over. It's from your elbow to your hand.
Nice. All right then. The ulna is the one that gets exposed. Hope you all enjoyed this biology lesson here with Untold Realms, folks. So, his ulna gets exposed to the air and gives off this odd glow. It seems like your magic has done something to it. He's it almost seems like it charged up the bone or damaged it in a way that you haven't seen before. And it's given off a similar light to the kind. Pepper, you notice this as well. It's giving off that light that like your cut marks were giving him. And now that actually I forgot to mention this. Now that both his arms are away from his torso, you can see a gash in his stomach that is also giving off this kind of pale glow where Little John had hit him with his axe. And Malin, will that be your turn?
Part of me feels like I should probably move closer so I can hit him again. Do I have any bonus actions that I can use at the moment? No, I do not. I will be using... It's only 20 feet? I'll use my movement and get over here. Other than that, yep, that's my turn.
Word. Just a moment while I take off my headset, do this, and then put my headset back on my head. There we go. Okay. Now it is Alderic's turn. And after taking a good walloping in that last turn, you all see a bright flash of golden light from down here as Alderic's full body and draconic form appear in front of you from that cloud of dust he got slammed down into. And this gleaming golden and white dragon appears, and actually he'd be more like 3x3 space. About it.
Called big.
Big lizard.
They're big lizard.
And the gleaming gold color coming from his eyes, it's packed with rage from what's going on right now. And he lunges forward, very easy in a space this size, places his hand on Roko's chest, pushes away Little John. Do you resist the gigantic dragon trying to swat you in this direction here, Little John?
Holy
No,
fuck.
I feel like John.
Word.
John just accepts his fate and goes limp.
Yeah, just like, well, shit.
So
So,
you get pushed to like right here.
Yeah.
And Pepper, you get to make a dexterity saving throw. DC is 10, yeah. As you see, the mouth and also his face appears to be... He doesn't look like a lizard. He looks almost more like a goat. And he has like 3 pairs of horns curling around his head in perfect symmetry.
Yeah, so I got an 8 on that dex roll.
Oof.
I don't save on shit.
So, you don't manage to move out of the radius of this, but luckily, you won't take too much damage.
Oh.
As he is pointing his head downward on this slope, and you are at the top of the slope, so you're just gonna get a little bit. But you see his mouth glow this golden color, as Roko is still just laying on the ground with one big old dragon claw holding him down, and he breath attacks directly down into his face.
Oh shit.
Oh,
And that deal, actually, let me quickly look up
dragon bite.
Dragon
breath
breath.
attack. I forgot to pull this up.
Right in the fucking face.
How often do I get to use breath attacks? Let's see
question.
here. Wow, that is... Well, this is a different stat block I'm looking at because this is a completely different creature, but yep, I'll roll with that. I'll just have to adjust it based on the level that this dragon is at. He deals...
Oh god.
Hang on. What are these dice types? Oh my. I'll say it's this much damage. /roll. Just because he's trying to keep a lid on it a little bit. He deals 18 fire damage directly into Roko's face.
Damn.
Basically just kept it subtle, like a fireball size. However, Pepper, you take half damage on that, receiving what's the math
9.
here? 9 damage. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh,
Arnold?
I have taken second-degree burns, baby.
Arnold, is that you?
Oh my
Arnold?
god.
And
hey
as
now.
as Eldrick
Rockstar?
pulls as Eldrick pulls his hand away from Roko, you can you see on his claw there's like this glowing, dripping slag, and like surrounding Roko, like the ground is glowing like white hot. As it starts to cool rather rapidly, you see that like the stone around him turned into magma, and like his limbs seem to be pinned underneath the magma. As like he's sizzling. He is overcooked bacon right now. He's darker than like a burger that's cooked by like your uncle who doesn't know how to make burgers.
Oof.
Like he's well done right now.
Oof.
Shit's just
Well done.
fucking your uncle making a burger.
And he seems to be not moving for the time being as Alderic steps away from him and seemingly catches his breath. And right there will be a pause in the combat. Would anybody like to have a quick pee break?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Word?
Let's go.
Because I kind of need one.
Let's go pee. We will be right back with more bullshit ass combat. Ugh.
And this stupid.
go in 3, 2, 1. You can try all you want to do stupid shit in between the transitions. However, I am God, and I have started not unmuting you till we're fully on the screen.
Oh my god.
The smart move.
That is a smart
Every
move,
moment.
yes.
Every moment of my life is spent in fear that Sam Reich from Dropout will jump out at me.
Fair. That's a genuine fear. You know what? I'm all right with that. Either way. Okay, Makeshift, you said pause in battle. We're back from the pause. What the fuck happens next?
Yes. Keep your initiative. But, as far as you can all tell, it is now Roko's turn, and he seems to be unmoving on the ground, and he is a chocolate-covered Rice Krispie treat. He is burned to a crisp. He's looking like the top of like a grill that has not been used. Like that hasn't been like cleaned in a while, like real crispy.
Okay.
And you see Alderic's form starts to shrink back into a human form as he collects himself. I'm sorry you all got pulled into this. But it seems like that's the end of this phylactery.
This one?
Yes. If killing Roko was that simple, I would have done it quite a while ago.
I'm gonna... If he's shifting out... No, I'm gonna keep the form of dread up. I can't do the croaky voice, not with my throat right now.
Word. He has changed back, but he also hasn't, you do note that he didn't change in the first place during the fight, and also he is still keeping his eyes on Roko. He is not looking away.
Fair enough. Okay, yeah, no, I'll keep it up then.
Can I infer where the finger bone is on his right hand?
Yes. You could tell from a diagram. Actually, give me a history check. DC 5.
Oh, well. It's a 6, so I beat it.
It's a crit fail, but it's still, yeah, I'll go with it. You recall Aldestrel had a drawing on the wall on like a chalkboard in his office.
Oh, yeah!
And it highlighted the bone at the base of the middle finger.
Baller.
I still have that.
Yeah.
I'll drop it in
was
side
his
chat for
right hand. Because his left hand was exposed. So Sharms takes aim, and he's gonna fire at the wrist of the right arm.
As you're trying to get a line of sight on this thing, you do note that the area where his hands and torso are have kind of vitrified, or like the dirt and stone beneath him has kind of melted and turned to glass a bit, and is kind of encasing his forearm a little bit, or both his forearms, and is seeping around his shoulders. But most of the hand is visible, and you can hit the wrist.
Cool. He's gonna see if he can't decapitate the hand from the body.
You mean sever?
No, decapitate.
Can decapitate be used on anything but the head? Semantic.
I'm
Like
very
I'm
curious
being
about
I'm
this.
being linguistically semantic here. Hold on. Decapitate.
Yeah, it's cut off the head is decapitate.
Ah. I'm going to de-wristify him.
De-wristify.
Very close
like
to
this one better.
demystify.
I like de-wristify.
I'm going to make his wrist go bye-bye.
I like
Alright.
de-wristify.
I don't trust it being connected to him still.
You do that. You automatically hit because he's currently immobile. But
Baller.
give me a damage roll.
Damage roll is a D10 plus 3.
And are you using your gun?
Yes. I've seen what magic does to the finger. Nothing. And I don't trust that the I don't remember how big it was, but I think it might be large enough to cover the wrist, so he's not gonna chance it. So kapew! Almost max damage for 12.
12. You
One
land the
off.
shot right at the base of the thumb, and it seems like it deletes like 70% of the flesh in his wrist. And it's not healing. It is kind of healing a bit, but it's not closing up very quickly. It's giving off steam, though. There's still a little bit of flesh hanging on.
Cool. Yeah. Though I'm gonna have the Eldritch Cannon finish severing the hand.
Oh. Go for it.
Okay.
So damn, it's still an automatic hit, or
Yes, it's an automatic hit.
all right. So that would be an extra 11 force on the remaining parts of the wrist.
You do that, and the wrist is completely severed, and the hand kind of sputters forward a little bit, and you can see like little twitches coming from it. But it seems like there's just a lot of blood coming out the base of the hand where the stump of the wrist was. And the hands, it is just like a lot of blood between the two of them. It's only like a foot away.
There. Now a little bit more secure in it.
Also, where are you standing as you do this?
Yes.
Are you standing
He's gonna.
here?
No, he's standing where he was.
Oh, okay.
So he approaches now to the lip to get a better look now that the threat is over with.
Mm. At that, I'll go ahead and drop Form of Dread if he's approaching.
Yeah, he's gonna approach the lip at the very least.
I trust you a little bit more than I trust Dragon, who's definitely not telling us everything.
He approaches.
He approaches. So,
You do that.
Mullen, if you wouldn't mind grabbing that hand.
She will nod once and reach down for it.
I mean, you still have to walk over towards his body first.
Oh, yeah, that too. Yeah, she'll walk over, bend down, grab the hand.
All right, you walk over, bend down, grab the hand. As you do, there is still a noteworthy amount of blood coming out of the hand. Like, it's still dripping, like, the whole time you grab it.
Brother,
Yeah.
Brother, Malin wouldn't react, though. She'll pick it up. Which finger did he put the bone in?
Middle.
It is in the middle finger.
I'm gonna take out my sickle and I'm gonna try to get the bone out of him.
You take out your sickle, and how do you try and cut into it?
Basically, I'm gonna like hold the hand by the palm. So I'm holding the hand like this in one hand. I'm gonna take my sickle in my other hand and just cut the finger off.
All right, give me a damage roll to see if you do that. And as you're picking up the hand, Aldrich starts talking and goes, "Tell me, what other abilities did you see come from this one? I still feel uneasy."
Well, when it was cut the very first time with John's axe, it opened up and laughed.
It was glowing from within.
I mean, when he fought you before. Is this the first time you've encountered him?
The
He has the
second.
bone.
He fought us
And
in
what was
the.
it like the first time?
I mean, he's knocked me out before. He's made me go to sleep, or at least not remember things.
He was very enduring in our first fight.
He was enduring in our second one as well. In the first one, I don't think much hit him, although I struck him with my horns at one point, and it cut him normally.
Then he must have bled normally. I
Yes.
assume you must have a pact with Moros then.
You assume correctly, sir. Did I manage to sever the finger?
2 slashing damage, you get a little way through it. It's just gushing a lot of blood, though.
Oh, God.
2 more,
Yeah.
you get a little ways further through it. Still kind of attached, though.
One more time!
3. Your cut seems to go fully through it, and it drops to the ground.
Cool.
Or what part are you holding? You're holding the finger or the hand?
I'm holding the hand, slicing through the finger. I will bend down and pick up the finger, and just leave the hand on
Gotcha.
the ground.
As you pick up the finger, there's still a string of blood coming from it that goes back to the hand.
He's healing.
Healing, I'm not certain. But something is still odd here.
Does anybody
Very.
have a box or something?
Did you
Something
see any of his bones stick out while we were fighting him just now?
I did.
Older.
Which one?
I don't know anatomy, sir. It was something on his arm. It looked like in the joint here-ish. Is
It was his ulnar.
that what it's called?
And the radius is the other one.
I don't know the common names for them.
That's okay.
Mullen.
Yes.
It's weird
I
that
don't have
do.
a box, but I do have something better.
Everyone who's here, keep your lips sealed about any secrets you have. Roko, you pathetic fucking rat. Stand up and quit playing possum. If you even know what a possum is.
What?
And from the ground,
What?
you hear this gurgling laughter start to come from it.
Sharp's gonna go back to where he was.
Was it that obvious?
He starts
And
loading
as
his
a-
gun.
As he says that, you can hear a crackling noise, sort of like the sound of breaking glass or rocks being smashed. As he rips his right arm out of the vitrified ground that's crystallized around his limb.
Oh.
And the blood that was connecting his wrist to his hand and then his hand to his finger acts almost like a rope as it starts to reel itself back in. And Mullen, give me a strength check to see if you're
Oh, God.
able to hang on to the finger.
I probably won't be. Yeah, 9.
Yeah, no, that slips right through your fingies as
Yeah.
that fingy goes whoop, and gets
The
yoinked
finger's
back
so
to his
creepy.
hand.
But-
And it sticks back onto the stump and heals with a hiss.
Suka.
Now, I must say, I'm really quite proud of all of you.
Must you?
You'll shape up quite nicely one day. But as for this thing in front of me. And he rips up his left arm from the ground as well. This one, I've got a grudge against. Why don't you all just run along and we can pick this up some other time? Yeah, that's not going to happen. Not without that bone. Well, I figured as much. And he sits up straight. All you have is that finger and your forearm. I know that's not enough to kill me. Well, that's a shame. Pepper and Charms and Little John. Give me your perception check.
Oh boy, I love perception checks.
I can
3.
I love perception checks. Rolls a 4.
By the way,
Net fucking 20. Let's go.
I got a nat 20, and it's the total of 23. I see
Nat 20, baby.
everything.
Oh my.
The
Two
only
nat
See all of
20s.
my-
Ooh,
the
nat
only time I
20.
get fucking nat 20s.
This is what happens when I roll low.
He distributes it. It's meta bardic inspiration.
Exactly.
So, Pepper, you very easily manage to spot something on his spine is moving. It's under his clothes, but you absolutely see something is moving, and he's planning something he's not saying. Little John.
That's great,
You can-
sweetie. I would like to stab for it.
Oh.
Word. At the same time, Little John, you can sense the magic that this guy tends to use, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's starting to surge up right now. And you can feel it coming from his spine. And something about it seems very oddly familiar. Like snow cones at a place you used to, like nostalgic familiar, like snow cones at like where do people usually get snow cones? The beach. I don't know.
Snow cones. I see.
But you get this almost nostalgic sensation from detecting this magic starting to surge from his spine.
Mm-hmm.
An 8 does not hit. Actually, do with advantage because it's melee on a prone target who's currently glued to the ground. Do you have a
It's all good.
Pepper? Yeah,
Was
another,
that sorry?
another melee attack roll? You have advantage?
Oh yeah, true. I do. Oh, it's worse.
Yeah.
Oh, that's worse. Oof.
What if I? Okay, but consider. What if I just sort of start stabbing repeatedly? Oh look, that's a 22 to hit. Oh look, that's a 18 to hit. I'm just
Oh
gonna
my
keep
God.
sticking him in the back. Just like I gotta stop whatever bullshit he's doing. I'm
And
trying to
Julius
stab him 5
Caesar was
times.
stabbed 22 times.
28 stab wounds.
Yeah,
Right, in my
that's how surprise round works. Oh my god.
I'd like to slash my axe 50 times, please.
I'd like to just let me just keep going, man. That's 23. Yeah, that's fucking 21. Yeah, that's fucking. Why am I getting good rolls now?
Pepper,
Fuck you,
Pepper, you're
game.
wasting them. Stop! Stop!
For those of you
It's still going. I no longer have control. It's on. It's got momentum.
Stop!
Oh my God.
Cease!
I'm not clicking any buttons. I haven't for the last 8 rolls.
for the
Spams too much.
for the viewers, what's currently happening is in the
Hands
Roll20
check
side
right
chat.
now.
Currently the dice roller is
Keep going.
doing the thing that Iron Man did when he was like, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. It's just constantly like throwing rolls. There's like 50 inside chat.
Jesus Christ.
I haven't done anything since like 4th or 5th. I don't know if these are still my rolls or if it's just on momentum now.
It's just like, you know what? It's just like, you know what? This is kind of cool. I'll keep going.
No. Close out of the
gotta
game.
kill-
Yeah,
I've
reload your
closed that
browser.
away.
Fucking God.
I'm
So when-
reloading
when
the browser.
I find it funny the entire time we only got one nat 1.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
no natural 20s.
It's a
Oh,
5%
God.
chance.
Holy
Yeah, after the
mother.
5th one, I just clicked it a couple of times and then it kept going. I apologize, folks.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah, so
So-
that's like 20 rolls to hit.
So, a brief machine gun barrage hits him in the back and kills him instantly for 300 damage.
Hey, we did it. We did it, guys.
Yay!
Yay.
Nah, you try and poke him in the back, but you miss the thing that's squirming around on his spine. And what seems to come out of his back, this kind of like white rib-shaped object, arcs from behind him and lunges forward and pierces into Alderic's shoulder. Or let's see if it actually hits first.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, it didn't hit. Never mind. It whizzes right past Alderic's face and doesn't impale him.
Nice. I think? Maybe?
Yes. And then Roko lifts up his left arm, and with like all the burned flesh bits starting to like crack and crumble away from him, you see his forearm bone stick out again, as he then teleports
Oh, good God.
back to here
Okay.
and behind Alderic, and leaves like a nice snow angel on the ground right here.
More like a soot
Glass
angel.
Yeah. And then, after he's gotten a surprise turn, he's once again going to grab Elderic on the back. Because he really doesn't like this guy.
Are we back in initiative?
Oh, that's a miss. Yeah, he got a surprise round, and it's his turn.
Okay.
Initiative. But he missed the grapple, and now he just looks like a fool. It's now Charms' turn in the initiative.
Yeah, he just recocks the gun, aims it at the motherfucker, and he's gonna do the first salvo again. His gun first, and then the force cannon next. Because I don't think that hits, does it? 16?
16, that hits.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, look at that.
Hey.
7 piercing, and then 24 to hit on the force ballista. Get pushed, idiot, as you take 11 force damage.
Get
Oh
pushed,
my
idiot.
God.
Let's go.
So
I like that wombo combo. Let me just...
Hey, artillerist, alchemist, artificer artillerist is nothing to sneeze at.
Achoo.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, my
And
gun's
just
jammed.
for good measure, he's gonna move 5 feet to the left, and yeah, that's gonna be his turn. That's a little bit closer than I thought it would be, but sure, yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Word. You do that. And it is now Lil John's turn.
Oh boy, oh boy. So, I will, as old dogs don't change and you can all learn new tricks, Lil John approaches.
As someone who taught Greta how to fear the fly swatter, I can indeed promise you that is very untrue.
Not this old dog, but because he is stupid. John will swing his great axe again, and hopefully it will do something. Are we still going with advantage or not really? Because now he's standing.
No, he's standing. You don't get advantage.
You could reckless.
Damn it. Everyone got their advantage with the prone except me.
I mean,
He's right. You could advantage.
you could reckless.
Or you could reckless deck, yeah, to get advantage.
Oh yeah, I do have reckless. Okay. So I swung my attacks.
One more.
Okay.
It's advantage.
Aha!
Hey,
24, that's a hit.
24.
Just one off. Yes, one off. Okay, give me that good damage. 12.
Hell yeah. And where do you aim your axe? You're currently standing to his left.
Currently standing on my his left. The little spine tickly thing that was point out, or it's still there, like wiggling around, or it's just like in one place?
Oh, you're aiming for a spine?
Yeah.
You aim for that spot on his spine. And, there we go. I accidentally clicked the number lock on my keyboard. As you aim for that, you try and give it a good old smack, and when you land into it, give me a perception check.
Okay.
Or, actually, this might be an investigation check, now that I'm thinking about it. Shibbity bibbity bobbity boo. Ba, 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 ba. I'll say you can either use medicine or investigation.
I'm using medicine because investigation I have a -1, so.
Oof.
So, beep boppity boop. Am I a doctor? No, I failed med school.
Yeah, it certainly felt like hitting bone.
That induced the bone.
There's a bone.
It's a bone in a person of a certain anatomy.
But you do notice that the look on his face is getting like that when you hit him in that spot, he looked worried again. He doesn't have that calm demeanor like he had back in the cafe. Now these hits are landing in ways that he really does not want them to hit, it seems. And you even feel less of that sense of deja vu looking at his face. It almost just he's starting to look more just ordinary now.
Interesting. Well, I ain't got other ideas to do, so I guess that's the end of my turn.
Word.
Yeah.
And then it is Henrik's turn. And he is once again going to use the Scorching Ray spell. But he is instead this time going to aim it at this guy's feet.
Hey, the boilers!
That's a miss, and that's a miss too.
I
Awesome.
spoke too soon!
You notice that Henrik, instead of aiming at this guy's torso, is aiming closer to his feet, but given the positioning of everything, they just kind of hit the stairs and the ground around him. He goes, "Oh, shit. That didn't do too much, now did it?"
You have the right idea.
And then it is Pepper's turn, since he's just gonna stand there.
Menacingly?
Menacingly.
He's just standing there.
It's
Menacingly.
Zox, you there?
I'm here. Sorry.
Nice. It is your turn.
Hell yeah. Once again, moving into the I'm gonna stab you territory. And hey, what's this? I'm on opposite sides of a guy. Does that mean I get flanking? Does that mean I get flanking? Does that mean I get flanking?
Yes, you get flanking. So you get advantage.
Okay, cool. I dropped out entirely.
Gotcha.
I was gonna say I was asking the same thing you were telling me about.
Yeah. No, like I imagine because of the pause, I was like, oh, they're probably dropped out, so I just said it again.
That's 21 to hit.
21. Let's roll again just to see if you get a crit.
Oh look, that's a 23. That's even better.
Nice.
So
Nice.
close.
I'm so close to a nat 20 there, but that's fine.
Oh,
That's whatever.
So close, ooh.
Woo-woo.
9 piercing damage to stab him.
Word. And where do you aim that piercing damage?
That little wriggly bit that I saw, that I was sus of, that I tried to attack before.
The
Where
spine.
is it now? Do I still see it? Do I know what's happening?
Yeah, it seems like it's coming from one of the vertebrae attached to his ribcage. And you stab at that for 9 damage.
Sorry, I cut out again.
Yeah, it's all right. It's it seems like one of the vertebrae that's attached to his ribcage. I think they cut out again. No.
No.
I'll once again have to tell
Rip
them
in
that
peace.
it's the vertebra.
What bone is it?
You back yet, Socks?
Yeah, it cut again. It cut out again. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stab him in that vertebra bit.
Yeah, it's a vertebra attached to his ribcage. You stab him there, and as you do that, you hit I don't know the term for those vertebra shackles. I just know that the lower ones are lumbar vertebra, but it's not one of those. As you stab him there, once again he now seems to be wincing in pain, and he even drops to one knee. And there's this eerie glow coming through the gaps of his clothing as you poked through it. And it seems like your weapon is like striking a nerve. You're like hitting his funny bone here.
Yeah, I should hope so. If I'm stabbing him between his vertebra, then it should be very much getting in the way of his ability to use his legs.
Yes.
Yeah, cool. End of my turn.
And he winces after taking those 2 hits to his spine and speaks out and goes, I'm proud. You're all fast learners. And now it is Mullen's turn.
All right. Makeshift, can I ask a question that you don't have to answer? Is this man immune to necrotic damage?
I'll say in character, you would probably assume he's immune to it just from what you've seen so far.
Damn.
However, it could be his weak. Like, you've seen him heal really quickly, but you also know he has a pact with the god of death at this point.
Yeah, clearly.
Like, he's very similar to you.
Yeah, if I can feel him,
It's probably the case that he's immune to necrotic damage.
Oh, but I do
That's
so
a
much
reasonable assumption.
damage with this spell. Oh.
Big damage.
I do a lot of damage with inflict wounds, but if he's
However,
immune to necrotic.
You have also seen the weird glowing coming from his various body parts when they get attacked. He does look worried when those get attacked.
Yeah, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna try it, and if it fucks up, then at least we know he's resistant and shit like that, so... Alright, what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna step closer, and I'm going to reach out and try to touch one of those glowy bits with my bare hand, and do inflict wounds.
Yeah, baby!
Yeah. So, do you reach for the finger or his left arm with the forearm bone?
I'm gonna go with the left arm, just because I know what the finger does, and I'm going to assume that the left arm is what's helping him do the fucking Neumum over here type shit. So, I'm gonna go with that. Come on, inflict wounds. Don't fail me. Come on.
I'm gonna give you advantage because you're flanking him.
Oh, thank fuck, because that's a 4.
Oh, yeah, that's...
And an 18! Thank you for the advantage! Let's go!
Let's go.
Glad I said that before I saw the 4.
Yep.
Otherwise, it would have been whack.
Yep.
Anyway.
Alright, 3d10
Give me
necrotic
that
damage, baby.
Damage.
Oh, I can upcast this bitch? Let's fucking go. I'm definitely doing that. Submit! Thank fuck that I upcast. That's 21 damage.
Oh my.
I did not roll well this round.
Yeah, that is hilarious. I immediately saw the red 1 appear, and I'm like,
Oh no.
But then the other
21
one's a
damage.
max roll.
Yep.
Nice. You deal 21 necrotic damage, aiming it straight at his arm.
I lied. It's not 21. It's 20. It added together for
20?
me. Yep.
Oh, nice. Then that's this number. And now that the light coming from his forearm, he almost looks like he got electrocuted. Like, you did not see this level of panic coming from him back in the cafe. He was just throwing hands and not doing anything else.
Mm-hmm.
But now there's like an intense glowing coming from his arm, and he looks real worried. Give me a... Mullen, give me an insight check.
21.
21.
Ooh.
His face is crusted up, and he looks like he could be worried.
Mm-hmm.
But something here isn't quite right. And it almost seems like he has a smirk on his face. Almost. Is what you think you can tell.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. Oh, and I'm in attack of opportunity range too. Fuck. I can't move away. I can't. Wait. Oh no, Misty Step's an action, isn't it? No, it's not. It's a bonus action. Let's go.
Do you you want to hear a funny rule?
If it has to do with the fact that... Okay, you know what? Yes, I do, because I want to be better at D&D.
So
I'm
you
fucked
can
up,
only
aren't I?
cast a leveled spell per turn, excluding things like
Oh, right.
counter spell or
Yeah.
shield.
That's
So-
right.
Or
you
action
could
surge.
Or if you had
Okay.
action surge, indeed. So you could have cast a cantrip and then Misty Step.
Yeah, not inflict wounds of Misty Step. Okay. Shit, fuck. He's smirking. I don't like that. My self-preservation instincts are tingling. And he's done so much damage already. I'm not gonna make the same mistake I made with Ember and risk it. So. Uh-oh.
To be fair, Ember ran past like 3 enemies.
I know, but this guy is like a combined 3 enemies. He honestly, if I back away right now, he could probably kill me. Remember, I am the squishiest of this party at 26 HP. I will die if I decide to step away. So, yeah. Nope. Not gonna risk it. I will stand close. Yeah, I don't know what to do with that.
Alright.
Yeah, that's my turn. I don't know how to react. Fuck. She doesn't know how to react. This is all new shit. Oh
Sorry
boy.
to be the bearer of bad news.
No, you're good. No, please correct me if I'm wrong. I like being corrected sometimes.
Alright. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's the end of my turn. I don't know how to react. We're done. Give it to the dragon.
Alright.
Dragon needs notes.
It is now Alderic's turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He has just enough movement to walk around Pepper and go stand here. And as you see him move around him, he gets behind him. And as he's moving, he goes, "What are you planning, Roko? Keep this between us." And he's reaching towards Roko, but you see his arm move upward at an uncanny speed as Aldrich grabs at his neck and shoulder area, probably to try and restrain him or maybe throw him against the wall behind you. But his arm shoots up high in the air, the left one that's given off that glow now. And he smiles up at you, Malin, and goes,
What?
"Thanks for the lift. I'll be leaving now."
What? What'd I do?
Yes.
What?
You charged him up.
Oh,
And he-
motherfucker!
You gave him the chronic.
I did.
He sticks out his forearm bone, and it sticks out far further than it did before. It's almost like a right angle jutting out of his wrist.
Mm-hmm.
As he sticks it up high in the sky. And then nothing happens for a moment. You'll hear a kind of like crunch noise. And his face goes from smiling to deeply worried as he looks up at his arm, wondering what's going on. And he brings it back down. And you can all see very clearly, jutting out of the bone, piercing straight through it, is this long blue crystalline substance.
Laverton, let's go!
What is this? And as he is looking confused, you can see these cracks starting to form in the bone, as like it seems like energy seeping out of it very rapidly. Everybody give me actually this would be a perception check. You quickly see him look towards Little John and turn his torso away from you to try and hide the bone. Almost like he knows something's about to happen with it.
What?
So he's now facing kind of diagonally between Mullen and Pepper.
Oh, perfect.
And in the next moment, everybody give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
Everyone,
Don't
everyone,
fail,
or
don't fail.
Everyone.
Oh, a
Oh.
5. Fuck.
Oh, and by the way,
Dexterity.
it's at disadvantage. I forgot to mention that.
Disadvantage.
You
Can I get worse than a 5? No, I can't. Thank fuck.
Why is it not?
all
letting
right,
me
hold on.
Click.
Okay, my second roll was better.
Nice, 14.
Hold on.
Wait, this is more. It's 9, I think now. Yeah, it's 4 plus Charm's Intelligence modifier. Yeah, it's 9 HP now. Forgot to change that.
Advantage. Wait, you say advantage or disadvantage?
Disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Does a
Dexterity.
19 on the homunculus
Oh, okay,
save?
it's
It
still
does have
5 times, I
evasion.
guess.
Yeah, the homunculus works out, you know.
And the reason why I'm rolling straight is because every turn it doesn't have a command, it takes the dodge action. The dodge action gives you advantage on dexterity saving throws.
Nice.
Fun
Yeah,
information.
homunculus is fine then.
But
But
I might
everybody
not
else. Everybody else is in kind of bad shape right about now.
Oh no. Yeah, no,
hold
that's a
on.
fucking 5, bro.
So
hold up. Da-da-da-da. Oh, the Eldritch Cannon! What a beast!
A beast.
nice.
I'm not a beast though.
Not so nice.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God.
Old man knees really coming in clutch there.
My creations are better than me.
So your
Isn't that how
creations,
it works?
they both do fine. They don't get anything that doesn't have the evasion though. That does take damage or half
Okay.
damage.
How
Let's
much?
see real quick here.
Is it psychic or poison?
It's not about to be either of those.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
You don't say.
Uh-oh.
It was the let me take a look at the previous spell. Oh, you didn't. Did you not post the it's 3d10 necrotic from the spell you cast on his arm, right? What's it, necrotic touch? Yeah, necrotic touch.
Inflict wound.
Yeah, inflict wounds.
wound,
Yeah.
that's it.
Sorry.
22 necrotic damage, half on a save.
22.
Half on a save.
Jesus Christ.
Eldritch Cannon holding
11?
on.
2 10s and a 2 is his rolls.
Nice.
Holy crap.
I'm at 4
Oh,
HP. Fuck.
I am taking 11 damage despite
Ah.
already being injured. I'm on 7 health.
Alright.
Oh God.
Okay, let's just net that minus that equals cool 14.
Wait, you took a captain? Wait, what were your rolls? They were 14 and 15?
Yeah, I actually fucked up the roll, so like the
Mine was
No, it's
14.
just 14 did not pass the save.
yeah,
Oh, I took 22?
yeah. So I'm taking the full damage.
Wait.
I'm just saying. I
No,
have
that
14
means
points.
Pepper's down.
I'm down.
Oh
Oh.
God.
Uh-oh.
I'm not down. I have spare the dying. I can help. The next action I get,
Right.
I'll use spare the dying on you. You're right. You're
I
right
may-
near me.
I may get to live.
So, the last thing you're all able to see before you get very thoroughly whiplashed is it seems like these. It almost seems like force. Like, you know how force damage is kind of just like this blue mass of magic? You know the black flames in Elden Ring?
Oh,
that effect?
oh, like that. Oh God. Okay.
So you see these kind of horizontal pillars just burst out from him,
Oh.
and they mostly nail Alderic as he kind of pointed it at him. But they launch out in multiple directions, not quite like an explosion, but like a bunch of tendrils bloomed at super high speed and nailed everything in this area, completely scarring the ground and leaving it torn to bits.
Oh god.
And there's not really a point of using this map anymore. However, I'm going to keep using it just so I know your positions.
Okay.
Henrik would be further back this way. Mullen would be pushed over to here. Say Pepper would be pushed over to about here-ish.
How close am I? How close am I?
And then
Okay, I can do it.
I'm going to move both of you back this way, since you're a bit further from the blast.
Whoopa.
And Alderic is like way over here.
I think it'd be really
Little
funny
John's
if
up here.
Pepper sort of skims the ground a little bit like a stone as she gets flung.
It's not funny. That's terrible. My poor baby.
They end up in the family. They end up in the Family Guy death pose.
She might be like
Yes.
super injured. She might be on the verge of death, but also her getting flung like a discus and bouncing would be funny.
Stop making me laugh. Okay.
And so, that is the end of initiative.
So we're out of initiative. We're out of combat.
Yes, as you are all now in what seem, those like war movie scenes where like a character gets like shell shocked from an explosion in World War II or something, and they're like in a daze looking around themselves. One of those movie shots. Yeah, the tinnitus moments. It's one of those scenes.
Okay.
As let me see who to start with.
Can I please go help her?
Who's currently unconscious? I should say.
Pepper.
Pepper.
Just Pepper.
Just Pepper.
Well, John, you're alive.
I'm still kicking, mother. 14 health, baby.
Let me take a look at.
Oh God, please let me help her.
Oh, also Henrik is he's unconscious, but you probably wouldn't notice the direction he got blasted in because he was behind you at the time. Well, I guess Little John could probably see him. First, Mullen, give me a. I'll need to have you do checks to see if you're able to determine the right direction to go in, because there's a lot of dust around you and it's hard to see. Give me a. I guess this would be perception check.
Okay.
Yeah? Perception check to see if you
15.
can... 15. Nice. As you look around yourself, you can see what seems to be a body closer to... You kind of get the vibe of like this over here was the direction of the explosion, although there's like a big gash in the ground in front of you. You can make out what's probably Pepper's body over here, and they don't seem to be moving.
Okay. I'm going to very weakly push myself to my feet, and I'm going to make my way over to her and check and see if she's alive.
You do that, and they seem unconscious, but you're not quite able to tell what's going on with them.
Okay. Well, then, just to be safe, cantrip, spare the dying.
Touch a living creature that has 0 hit points, the creature becomes stable. The spell has no effect on undead or constructs. Meanwhile, everybody else give me perception checks to see if you can, well, except Pepper, because they're unconscious. Little John and Charms.
Like maybe the god of death just being like, hey, look, I've got to hold you here for like the mandatory waiting period before I take you anywhere.
Yeah.
Perception go. Okay.
Charms. You are also able to spot what seems to be a body right here. And it kind of feels like the direction you came from. Little John, you're upside down, backwards. You can't tell which way you just went. But there was a big boom, and you cannot tell where everybody else is.
I'm just trying to find my hat. It fell off.
His hat fell off.
Yeah?
It fell off. Is it like, where is it? Like it's in the rubble.
Okay, cool. I'm going to command my homunculus to find Roko, as I'm going to run over here.
Word. Then have your homunculus do a perception check, I guess? With
Yes, I rolled a
disadvantage?
13. Oh, disadvantage?
13?
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Let me roll that again then. Yeah, 13.
13?
13?
They're having trouble. There's a lot of like dust kicked up around you.
Okay. With my 18 perception, do I spot Henrik over here?
He's much further away. You'd have to make another perception check.
Can I do that?
Yeah, go for it.
Baller at disadvantage or just straight or
Regular check. If you're once again looking around to find bodies.
13?
Yeah, you cannot spot
13?
Henrik.
Yeah, 13.
I'm sorry. I should not be making that joke so often.
Cool.
You just scare away all the triskaidekaphobic people.
I know.
The fuck is that?
Fear
$3,000
number
Google
13.
machine. $3,000 Google machine sitting right in front of you, buddy.
I don't know how to spell.
You know what? Same.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what? Fair enough. My apologies, sir.
You gave me a very big word.
Same. Me too.
Cool.
So yeah, you don't spot him.
Baller.
And but you do see Mullen standing over Pepper, who is currently unconscious.
I knelt
yeah.
down to
Hello.
cast the spell, just so you know. I went down closer to her. I'm on my knees, teehee, to cast the Spare the Dying spell and try and wake her up.
Man, how am I gonna cast this spell?
Uh-oh. What do you-
Let's touch.
What are you thinking there, buddy?
Well, it doesn't state it has to be my hand.
Are you gonna kick
No, it's
Pepper?
not that. Yes.
Oh my
100%.
god. Oh my god.
You see him reach into his coat, and pulls out this, not vial, more like a ball, that he drops onto,
Oh
that
god.
he drops onto Pepper, and then squishes it broken with his foot. As I cast Cure Wounds
Charms
at first
freely.
level for 12 health.
Charms
Oh my
freely
God.
your foot.
Fastest way to get her up. And he's gonna start moving again.
Could have used your hand.
Too far down.
Older man.
He's gonna start searching.
So you're going past them to search over in like this direction to your north.
Yeah, he's going to like make a he's gonna like circle around the entire thing.
All right,
Give it a
so
sweep.
you walk in a circle and you start walking, and very quickly, Mullen, you lose sight of him once he gets like 20 feet away.
Yeah, I'm more
Maybe like
focused on
15
Pepper
feet.
at the moment.
Oh, well, she should wake up.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just focused on making sure she gets up and is fine. Pepper? Hello? I'm gonna like tap the side of Pepper's cheek very gently, not gonna crush her with my fucking foot.
It's time for school, sweetie.
Yeah, it's you know that meme of like Robert Downey Jr. hugging the child and kissing its head, and then the like right below it is a
Yeah.
picture of a celebrity holding a child by the ankle. It's like that.
Yeah.
It's the two different ways. Yeah, no, Mullen's gonna just gently like pat the side of Pepper's cheek. Pepper. Morning, come on. Hello.
I can't feel my liver.
We can focus on that later. Just you're not dying anymore, yeah?
I think my organs are in reverse order.
I think you would most certainly be dead.
Have you... Malin, do you know what a blender looks like?
No.
They put one of those in my stomach and whooshed it,
What
and now
what is a
I'm...
blender? Are you...
Now I'm...
I would
now
like to
I'm
check her for a
like this.
concussion.
Bake a
Go ahead, medicine check.
16.
Yeah.
They
I
might.
got frisbeed. I can safely say I have a concussion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Walden doesn't know that.
I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah. I'm checking. Yeah,
She
I don't
feels like
know
that.
that you frisbeed. I check. Yeah. Okay. Okay. You have a concussion. Okay.
They
Let's just-
probably got Dane damage.
Roll for
Okay.
roll for brain
Alright.
damage.
One concussion.
Okay. Let's just let's sit you up. Don't.
I don't play percussion. I'm sorry.
No.
Can't
No.
help.
Sweetie.
Oh, I do have. She visibly struggles for a moment. Stringy bit. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. You are about. You place.
Yeah.
You place the string instruments. I play them too. Let's just sit you up for a second. And do I have my water skin on me? I do. I'm gonna get her to drink some water real quick.
She sort of looks at you, takes a little sippy of the water, and then just sort of mutters quietly to herself something,
Give me that.
and then
Yeah.
smirks.
Us?
Oh, she panned on my flute.
What?
She panned on my flute.
She pound on your. Huh?
She so pan flute, right?
E-
She
oh.
gets out a pan flute.
Uh,
She pan on my flute until and then she plays it. There's a little.
Well, it's good to
Are
see
we-
your sense of humor is still intact.
Are we still getting killed?
I don't know. It seems calm for a moment.
Pepper, give me a perception check. Now that you're sitting up.
13. Oh, it did a bonus roll for some reason.
What?
Oh,
13.
nice.
What even did it? Okay.
You
Just rolled a random.
as you're looking past Mullen, you can see what seems to be Charms. Meanwhile, Charms, can you give me a perception check?
Please, for the dare god of all.
Not see the 6'3".
Dude, I have a 0 perception modifier.
Oof.
This motherfucker needs glasses.
13. You
So
notice
many
Henrik
13s.
off to your right, laying unconscious on the ground.
Cool. Let's fix that, shall we?
Oh no, not again.
He pulls out another orb.
Oh
Oh
god.
my!
He drops it onto him and then squishes it broken as he casts another Cure Wounds, baby. You know what it be? Another 12 healing. Wakey, wakey.
Nice.
Wakey, wakey,
You do
you
that
smell
and he-
lizard feet.
Oh my god!
He's wearing boots.
I didn't
He
say he
coughs.
wasn't.
He coughs to life and going. Jones. Oh, my head. Where's everybody?
I'm trying to find them. And we can't afford to have you dead. Come on, up you go.
All right. And he stands up with you and he starts scanning the area around him.
I
And,
can't see for shit.
As you probably move more along this kind of ridge where you sort of remember the crater,
Yeah.
give me another perception check.
Old ass man can't see shit. Breaking news.
Breaking news, an 8.
Hey, let me see if Henrik gets it.
he just walks past.
So, I mean, he wouldn't be in this physical position. We're just using this to remember. How about Lil John? Can you give us a perception check to see if you spot Henrik and Charms passing by?
I kind of want this to fail just to be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, we walk We walk
still
right
looking-
past you, and you're like looking out like this
I'm
way.
still looking for my hat through the gravel.
And we keep
Fucking
going in a
amazing.
circle.
Yep.
And by this point, it's let's go back to Maul and Pepper. Now that we're on this half of the
Okay.
actually, give me one more perception check on this side to see if you spot Aldrich.
Observe. Hey!
Yeah?
living. He got 18.
I guess the game is just like, fuck you.
Witness.
You spot him, and as you do, he seems like he seems bleeding pretty badly, and like a lot of his like clothing got destroyed, and there's a lot of damage around where his piercings were. And he seems to be having a generally bad time, but he's up and standing, just kind of like catching his breath. Oh, thank goodness you two are alive.
You wouldn't
Tell
have
me.
seen John, have you?
No, I can't say I have. No. I need to regroup with everyone. And get ourselves
Pepper-
fixed up.
Pepper and Mullen is over there. I'm trying to find John.
Right then. He seemed to have a bit of a fascination with John. I think we should prioritize finding him.
Well, it wasn't up north. I'm going to check south.
Alright then. I'll check just to be certain. Might have missed him in this fog. And Eldrick starts going north again, and Henrik continues to follow Charms.
we ain't spotting this motherfucker.
Meanwhile,
Failed the little bitch.
Meanwhile, actually, I'll see. Do you want to give me another perception check, Will John? See if you notice anything going on.
I just want this bit to just keep going. Please. The one time. Fuck.
You found your hat.
Way!
Hooray!
Yeah,
Hat
I
located.
I found my hat. It's like, well, finally, and I flip it like you do with a coin flip, and it landed on my head, just like. Boop.
Nice, and it's in pristine condition. It's looking good.
It's a very durable hat. Okay. And I finally look up. Yeah.
And give me a perception check. Actually, you can give me another perception check if you want to see if you spot a person walking towards you.
Oh, that was just for the hat. Okay. Okay, come on, baby. Yes.
8. You don't spot anybody walking towards you, but after a moment of having your hat on and wondering where you are, you feel a clasp on your shoulder, and you see Alderic behind you, and he goes, "Little John, was it correct?"
As Little John feels the clap on his shoulder, he goes, turn around, and it's like, yeah. Yeah, it's Little John. God, that hurt.
Good. Follow me, let's regroup with your friends. There's too much fog out here now from the destruction.
Yeah, it's very hard to see out here. It's like almost a sandstorm passed by.
Yes. Just follow me. I presume this is the amphitheater's remains to our right. And he starts walking and goes in an arc this way.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Follows.
word. Meanwhile, Pepper
Yeah.
and Mullen.
Uh-huh.
How you doing? How you two doing down there?
I'm just making sure that she's not about to either, one, go unconscious again, or two, vomit, so.
Word. Pepper, do you say anything after you notice what seems to be charms? Maybe somebody else?
I don't like the way you're saying that.
Hey, did you see where Charms went when the exploding happened?
Yes, he came over, healed you, and then went north. I think that's north. I don't exactly have my wits about me.
Who's that?
Who's what? And I'll turn and are you
I'm
pointing?
gonna point at who Makeshift said seems to be charmed.
Oh god. Yeah, I'll turn towards that.
Right as you say, "Who is that?" Mullen,
Oh no.
you feel something grip one of your horns.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I don't hold together well. She immediately remembers the pain the last time somebody grabbed her horn, and she like reaches up to try and like rip somebody's hand off.
You reach up, and you feel a familiar hand that has an iron grip on you.
Oh no! Oh no!
And unfortunately,
okay.
As you glance over your left shoulder, it's in your left horn, right?
No, my right.
Ah, okay. As you glance over, you can see what looks to be Roko standing over you, where
no.
a lot of his left side is kind of destroyed and the bones are hanging out of him.
Oh no.
He looks absolutely tattered, but he's standing perfectly fine. And he's got these chalky, ghostly eye colors, or like color to his eyes that seem to like stare into your soul.
Let go.
And all he says is, "I'm sorry. This wasn't in my plan."
What? What?
Gee, thanks, Coffee.
Any last words, kid?
She just watches him, and she's like gripped onto his hand trying to pull it off, and she just what?
And you can feel the straining start to begin in your horn. You can tell he's trying to pry your horn off again.
No.
Pepper has noticed.
Pepper is what?
Pepper has probably at this point noticed that something's happened behind her, right?
Yes, your vision is starting to snap to awareness, and you can tell that that is not Charm standing behind her. That is actually Roko standing behind her.
She's beamed around, and despite it all, is going to cast Hideous Laughter on him.
Okay.
Go for it.
It's a DC 13 Wisdom save.
Let's see if he makes it. I'm going to hide his bonus from you. Huh. He didn't make it. And
so for a full minute, he's going to collapse into fits of laughter.
And just like the last time you cast this on him, all across his flesh, mouths spring up. And they start cackling and laughing.
Oh.
It does mean he goes prone.
Oh no, he's not going to go prone.
He didn't go prone last time, remember? He didn't go prone last time.
She banged her head, okay?
Oh, I know.
He's making sound now.
But over table, yeah, he is straight up immune to the effects of this, for the most part. But his body is now making a bunch of sound.
Yeah.
Perfect. And as your head gets like more strain put on it, give me a strength check.
Okay.
Can I give Malin my last bardic inspiration?
Yes. Because if you don't, she's about to get beaten.
Oh no. 1d6.
Take it, Briar.
1d6. Yeah, 1d6. 4, so an 18.
Nice. He did not manage to push you to the ground, and so you are not prone yet, but there's still a lot of pressure currently straining on your antler, and you can feel it starting to come off. It is hurting a lot.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm starting to understand what he's doing, and she tries to like hit at his hand, but the angle is incredibly fucking awkward. And she says, No, don't do this, please.
Makeshift, where can we act?
Right after he says this, all of his flesh is like still laughing through a bunch of mouths.
Oh, that's horrific.
But he just keeps a very calm look on his face. He almost seems sad and just goes, "I'm sorry, but it's not worth one life to give up now for me."
Oh no, I'm so screwed.
Charms and Henrik both hear a lot of laughter coming from what seems to be the point they started at.
Yeah. Last time we heard that laughter. So, Charms runs over, sees what's going on, and decides, nah, fuck this. And he inhales.
Oh, let's go!
then-
Charm's breath weapon?
Indeed.
Let's go.
Charms. All of a sudden, there's a certain hint of ozone in the air.
Oh, let's go.
As he, indeed, as he exhales, a DC, I believe it's 13. Constitution modifier proficiency is 2, 8, 10, 13. Yeah, a 13 dexterity saving throw. The half as much. So this is going to be lightning damage.
Ooh.
It's not going to be a lot. It's because we're not level 5.
Still, lightning is good in this situation.
Yeah, and that's not all. He exhales, and hopefully this should hit him because I assume he's like right here.
Oh yes, he is standing right here. I should have
Perfect.
just spoken.
So it's just going to hit him.
You do that, and can you describe the lightning?
Yeah. So Charms inhales, and there's already a bit of lightning gathering in his like nostrils. And when he exhales, there's like his eyes turn completely whitish blue
Oh.
as lightning follows across the ground, like popping up toward like at high points in the rocks and such. So when they hit him, it just shoots all of it up to him, like he was struck by lightning, but from beneath.
Oh. That's cool.
But that's not all. That is his action.
Oh my.
Rick Shades is still on his shoulder.
Let's go, Rick!
Nice.
And Rick Shades, now with my correctly updated to hit modifier, because I don't have a +4, I have a +5 intelligence. That was a disadvantage, but still. So, but we're still taking the left one, so 24 to hit.
Yes. 24 hits.
Perfect. He takes 13 force damage and gets pushed. Whoops, sorry, that's supposed to be a line. And gets pushed 5 feet this direction, away from Marlin. Force movement would have to let him, like, I think grappling is force movement. You can't pull it with the grapple target with you, I think.
But you see, he might get pushed. He is not letting go.
Oh no.
Well, that's the thing. I think force movement removes grapple. I'm not sure. I'm going to double check.
You double check that. I'm gonna run some numbers just so I can add up his damage right now.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah.
If it's anything other than a 4, I'm screwed.
Couple appendix. The condition also ends if an effect removes the grappled creature from the reach of the grappler or the grappling effect, such as when a creature is hurled away by their Thunderwave spell.
Ooh.
So, no more grapple?
You know what? I can work with this.
As
he gets electrocuted, his muscles start to spasm. It loosens his grip just enough that when that blast hits him, he gets knocked back just a little bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what knowing the rules gives you.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah.
I'll never complain.
Although Malin, your head is still throbbing.
Yeah, didn't you say it was
pain.
starting to tear?
He was trying to pry it out of your head, but you could feel
Yeah.
the strain coming. Like your
Okay.
antler was starting to, like,
Crack?
cracks were forming in it.
Oh, okay, that means it's probably bleeding, because that's what antlers do if you try to pull them out too early. Yeah. Her hair's starting to the white hair is starting to get stained a bit red.
Give me the black hair.
Oh, that's right. She still never dropped prestidigitation, did she?
She still got.
Oh yeah. Meanwhile,
I can't believe it fucking worked.
Can I just fucking
Little John.
retcon and say that I did drop it at some point? Because I don't like that. Your white hair
Sure.
back.
You
Thanks.
got white hair now.
Thanks, Dad.
Meanwhile, Little John and Alderic, as you two move in an arc, I assume you keep following him, but as he starts moving in an arc, you see he seems like he's limping really badly. Like, he seemed good when you first saw him, but he's really doing bad right now. And right as he only gets like a few feet further, he's like barely moving until he just slumps down against this like toppled pillar with his breath very heavy and goes, Little John, just go get to them. I'll be fine.
Are you sure I could carry you? Like, I don't want to leave you here.
I'm made of a lot of gold. I'm too heavy for a human, or whatever you are. I'm sorry. Tell Henrik I'm sorry. Aldestrel,
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
Oh god.
Go quickly. And he just seems absolutely exhausted, but he's keeping his breath.
Okay.
I have a moral dilemma here.
Flip a coin, and if you're disappointed with the outcome, take the one you wanted.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that. I'm gonna flip a coin. I'll make a choice. Yeah, give me a second.
Alright.
Actually, wait, what am I doing? It's just that I forgot to roll that fucking. Okay. Heads, I attempt to carry him. Tails, I run tails and try to get y'all.
Okay.
Tails, okay. Hearing his advice, I go, all right, fine, but you better make it out of this, or I'll come back and get you. And then John proceeds to go to away, trying to find the group. Is he still laughing? I feel like.
Yeah, you can hear laughter in the distance as you're approaching him, but Aldrich's collapsing. He couldn't really care less about the laughter now because he is currently bleeding to death.
Okay, so like, as I get closer, like Little John will start hearing the laugh, like, and realize like, oh no.
Yeah, you can hear something right here, and you can also now see a silhouette of something that looks very tattered up.
Mm-hmm.
And you could probably assume this is Roko because you've seen the hideous laughter spell cast on him before.
Mm-hmm.
And you see him like on his right knee and propping himself up with his right hand, and he looks pretty bad.
I get closer.
You do that. Also, now that the entire squad is here, it's probably worth it to put you all back into initiative.
Oh,
And I'm going to keep the old one.
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my
And
god.
we are starting with Little John because he just showed up and used his movement, and Charms just used their abilities to fight.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Fair.
At this point, would I see like Malden as well, or is she still too far away from the smoke?
You can see figures here. Based on the antlers, you can tell that one's Mullen. You can't tell what this one is.
Okay. Could I see if she's like in some sort of pain, or just like the silhouette is that it?
Give me a perception check.
Okay, felt that was coming.
Yep. 12. They seem fine. They're standing.
Okay. had an idea, but I'll use it later.
I'm not standing. Still kneeling.
You are? Oh,
I was kneeling with
They are
Pepper.
knee-
I have not gotten up yet.
they're kneeling, but you can't determine how injured they are.
Mm-hmm. Okay, kind of playing the questions that Roku's there, Mullen is on her knees. He's thinking, friend's hurt. That's bad. And so he runs up to Roku and swings his axe again.
You do that. Give me an attack and tell me where you're aiming it.
You said he's on his knees. That doesn't count as prone, right?
Yeah, he's not prone.
Okay. All right, just want to make sure before I roll. Knowing that prior that his back is still like the last time he swung it was like the funky wonky spot, I'm gonna attack there. Like since he's like kneeling down, assuming I do like an overhead swing down, swing on the back, and hopefully this is a good roll. Never mind.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Yeah. Due to injuries, I swung a little too early and hit the ground. It's like, fuck.
Yeah, you're still in a bit of a daze trying to aim at things because you're probably mildly concussed at this point in time. And now, is that your turn?
Yeah.
It is now Henrik's turn, who is going to spend his turn moving. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, wait. 2, 3, 4. He wouldn't go in front of Charms because Charms is blasting right now, so he'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to see if he could get a visual on what's going on. He has to pass a perception check to see if he can spot Roko in the fog. He just barely makes it. And he can spot Little John as well. So he is going to... let me just... Let's say he doesn't have a Scorching Ray. Why not? He's pulling out the big guns here. That's a fucking miss. That's a fucking miss. Awesome. Very helpful. Thank you, Henrik.
Thanks, buddy.
He once again tries to shoot at his legs, but there is notably less leg to shoot at now, as he tries to use another Scorching Ray, and also the position of Roko's hand has changed, also changing the bubble that surrounds his hand. And that is his turn. Pepper, it is now your turn.
Stab. Actually, hang on. I'm here, so I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello. No, wait, no, that's the wrong one. I meant to use the rapier, but yeah, does a 22 hit?
A 22 hits.
9 piercing damage.
You do that, and deal a nice 9 damage to him.
I'm trying to stab this bitch through his throat.
If I did my calculations correctly, as you stab him in the throat, you have now done exactly 200 damage to this guy throughout the battle.
Jesus, and he's
yeah.
still standing. Fuck.
Real quick. Also, by the way, Malin, how much did you heal me for?
No.
Healed you.
Charms healed you for 12.
Yes.
Charms
Don't get it
healed me for
twisted.
12.
Yeah, no, I don't have any healing spells. I am a
I
healer
apologize.
in name only.
I apologize, my internet was not working.
Womp womp.
Anyway.
Oof.
Either way, yeah, stabbed him in the throat. Fuck you, old man. That's it.
Nice. You stab him in the throat, and he looks real beat up. Mullen, it's now your turn.
I'm not getting anywhere near that fuckface. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna get behind the other lizard. Just because he seems like he's got a weapon that can, protect. Actually, hold on. I was right here? Yeah.
Do you have that much movement?
I have 35.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hang on. I'm trying to figure out where I want to go, because I still want a clear line to where I can hit this guy with an Eldritch Blast.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I will...
Keep in mind, there's fog around you, and if you get too far away, you
Yeah.
won't even be able to see him at all.
Yeah. What's my line of sight distance here, Makeshift?
There's only about 20 feet to be able to see things.
Okay,
and then you have to make a perception check at 20 feet.
Then I will stand on this side of Charms. 20 feet? You said perception?
No, within 20 feet, you shouldn't have to.
Oh, within? Okay, cool. Then
20 feet you have to make at 20 feet you have to make a perception check.
Okay, it's 50 feet. Got it.
Okay. Perception. Fuck.
You can't get a clear beat on him. You might hit Little John or Pepper if you shoot him now.
If I hit low enough, yeah. I'm not gonna risk Shatter either, because that could kill Pepper.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah, again. I don't think there's anything else I can really do. Yeah, there's really not much else I can do. Except retreat and lick my wounds, so. Okay. How much health are you at right now, Streaky?
I am at, I think the last time I checked, 14.
Oh!
Yeah, I can't risk hitting him with that either. I can't risk hitting either one of them. Yeah, no, that's my turn. I can't risk hitting them.
What's more important to Malin, putting this guy down, or potentially
Gambling.
Oh,
the other
that's
two
true.
maybe getting to live anyway?
You
Is
know
he
what?
not just
That's
gonna kill them?
actually a fair point. Fuck it. Eldritch Blast. Let's pray I don't max roll on this. Oh no!
Oof.
That's a nat one! No!
You miss.
Oh!
Where does the Eldritch Blast go?
Where does it go, Makeshift?
Where does it go?
Where does my spell go?
I'm gonna say, so what was gonna happen if you hit is I was going to have you roll a d3, and it would have hit corresponding to that. So it's basically a 30% chance of hitting him if you did hit. I'm just going to say this hits the ground since you're probably aiming for his leg.
Oh, thank God. I was not aiming for his leg. I was just aiming for him in general, but... Oh, thank fuck it hits the ground. Okay.
Tell me, Mr. Makeshift, does this kick up any dirt, any visual obstructions?
Yes.
Thank you.
It is now notably harder to see just 5 feet away from you in this area.
Alright. With that, that's my turn.
Alright. On Alderic's turn, he is going to be real busy bleeding to death over there. So he's just going to hang out, post up against the wall.
Thanks for making my moral choice lame for moral.
He's a dragon. He might be fine.
Maybe.
He's old. He can handle it. He can handle himself.
Sharps is an old dragonborn, and he made it out fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Sharps is cool.
Oh, thank you.
Damn, call the mayor uncool.
Yeah, he's the fucking mayor. Not as cool as this guy.
Does the mayor have a clockwork chameleon? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Named Rick Shades.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
And on Roko's turn, he's still kneeling. He's just been stabbed through the neck. And Little John has he's just had like a bunch of dirt kicked up around him. And you hear him speak, gurgled through all of the, through like the knife that's kind of going through his throat. It is going through his throat. Yeah, it's a whole rapier. He speaks and says, "Truly, you all did splendid. I couldn't even retrieve this because of all your efforts. But I still need this flesh. So, goodbye." And he raises up his right hand to his face, and he presses that last digit of his middle finger towards his lip and goes, "Shh." And as he shushes at his finger, the air around you doesn't chill, it numbs, and all your bodies feel limp, almost like you're incapable of moving.
Paralyzed?
Indeed. And as he then slowly slides his neck down the rapier and plucks himself free of it.
Oh no.
And calmly stands back up and steps forward out of the fog. Mullen, you see this silhouette emerge from the fog.
Oh no.
And you hear Henrik next to you collapse onto his side.
Oh no.
As it seems like he just like stiff as a board, he was in some pose where like he just fell over. Charms, give me a dexterity saving throw, since you got a little lizard sitting on your shoulder. Or a little chameleon sitting on your shoulder.
Yeah. Funny thing,
Immune to
that
paralyzed?
Eldritch Cannon is immune to being paralyzed.
Oh, let's go.
Oh?
But I'm not. What you want me to make a dexterity saving throw?
Yes, to see if you fall over, since the weight on your body is uneven.
Ah, I see. Does a 14 succeed?
No.
Ah!
As you're frozen still, your body tips over and you land on your back, feet pointing towards Roko.
the little chameleon just crawls on top, so it sits on the shoulder on the front and looks at Roko.
Question: your chameleon, is it a robot that essentially runs on magic? This is important.
So, man, hold on. Let me double check what the Eldritch Cannon actually says. Using woodworker tools or smith's tools, magically create a small or tiny Eldritch Cannon. Small Eldritch Cannon occupies. Yeah, it's magically. The cannon is a magical object. So. Well, it also says I can cast Manding on it. I'm gonna say this. It's the way I've described it before. It's magically empowered. So he basically puts some of his own magic current into it to sort of give it a kickstart, and then it keeps going for an hour. And after that, it curls up into a little ball and shuts off. So it's a magical object in a way that a +2 rapier is a magical object. Still made of metal, still made of things, but it
is powered by your magic?
Yes. So it falls under the magical objects thing.
Then I got some real bad news for you.
Uh-oh.
As he like shushed his finger, your chameleon didn't freeze with you like it was paralyzed. It curled up and turned off.
Oh, are we in the anti-magic zone?
Kind of, yes.
Okay. It's suppressed for the meanwhile. So it shut off.
Yes. And Roko continues to walk forward, slowly limping like a zombie.
Uh-huh.
Marlin, was it?
Oh no.
Again. I can't stop now. And he reaches up and grabs your antler again.
No.
This time, not wasting any time, immediately you feel the pain of him pulling on your antler.
Oh god. Can I speak? Can I say anything? Can I do anything?
Your body's too numb to speak.
Oh
but
no.
he does say, as one last gift, I assume that lizard there is closest to you. He saved you.
Oh.
He reaches up his left hand, which is far more in shambles than the right one, and pokes the side of your head. And you can feel I think it's the message spell. Oh, what is the spell name? I need to look it up now. Just a moment. I don't think it's the sending spell. Oh wait, it might be the message spell. Hang on. You point your finger towards a creature within range, whisper a message, target. The target hears the message. You can reply with a whisper that only you can hear. He casts the message cantrip, and he casts it through you, such that you can now send. You can use the spell object. Is there a word limit on this?
Short sentences.
Target. Here's the message you can reply with a whisper that only you can hear. You can cast this spell through solid objects, 3 feet, in line for the horse. Yeah, there's no word limit on this, but you don't have too much time to speak to them.
Mm-hmm.
But you can feel the message spell or cantrip connect you to Charms's mind.
Okay.
And what do you say to Charms?
One really short sentence. Tell Talia I'm sorry. And that's
Do
it.
I get to respond mentally?
You can.
You said tell Talia I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna say, you can tell her that yourself. We'll make this for.
Are you sure about that?
Oh
no.
You can't see my face right now, but my face is one of.
Oh no.
Look,
It's
he has
so much damage.
Here's the thing. He's gotta keep trying, man. Mullet has been very useful so far.
I'm
True.
trying to see if I have anything so I can brute force through numbing. Could
Nope.
I rage to it? I'm just fuck.
Nope.
Do you?
I read through rage and I don't see anything about it being oh yeah, you have a slight buff against paralyzing. It's no, I don't have anything regarding paralyzing.
That is so far up in the higher levels, it's not even funny.
Yeah.
And I think that's
Yep.
against the surprise condition.
Yeah.
Damn, if only if Lactose Fury had that bonus.
And
I ain't got nothing.
as you all lay paralyzed or stand paralyzed, whichever pose you're in, you begin to hear this nauseous sound, which sounds sort of like wood being crunched really hard. Or like the sound of, you ever see trees fall over or be ripped up from the ground?
Yeah.
It kind of sounds like that as you hear this ripping noise followed by cracking, until eventually it ceases. And then there's silence as you hear a few more odd noises, which sound to be actually, Lil Jon and Pepper, you two can see what looks to be, after he has reached over to Mullen, you can only really see their silhouettes right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's holding some small, slender object in his hand,
Oh.
which gives off this ghastly, pale glow. And he reaches it over towards his left arm and seems to sink into him.
Oh no.
And after a few moments of it sinking into his arm, you see his silhouette vanish from reality.
You said his. Wait, hold on.
Wait, so he's just gone?
Yeah, he disappears. And after he disappears, after a little bit of time passes, you can see the dust is settling around you, and that finger bone from before, it's actually just hovering in the air between Pepper and Little John right now. But slowly starts to flicker until it drops to the ground silently, and you can all move once again.
Charms rolls over and slaps another one of those pods into Mullen.
You can
Non-hesitating.
try.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick up the bone and secure it. Make sure we've got it.
You do that. You try casting Cure Wounds on Mullen, and you see like some steam kind of seal up bits of their head, but they're laying on their side, and it looks like it was the right antler, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're facing away from you, and there's a lot of blood underneath their head right now.
He's gonna grab a hold of her head and see if that closed up the wound or not.
You turn her head to the side, and what would you see but a gaping hole about the size of like about 2 inches wide, right where her antler should be, and you can clearly see brain underneath it.
Guidance medicine check for a pulse.
Go for it. $18.
22.
22. You can very confidently say she has no pulse. And that is the end of combat.
Fuck. I'm gonna come over and also have a look and see Malin's okay. I grab the finger. She breathing?
Charms gently lays her down and looks up at you and shakes his head. Archimedes, to me.
Sort of realizing, oh wait, fuck, this is worse than I thought. Pepper rushes over as well.
She's dead.
And joins him on the ground next to
her. Do I see like he's gonna drag a finger through the blood? Is it thinner than normal blood is? Is it blood infused with spinal fluid?
Yeah, it is a little thinned out.
She's dead. Spinal fluid dripped out. Alderic! Are you alive? Charm stands up.
You don't hear any response as you call out.
Archimedes, check for Alderic.
Which one of you lot revived me?
Me. I did.
You can't repeat that?
I just did. He points towards her chest, where there's a splotch of a very bright reddish, greenish color. And he points towards your lower hip, and you'd see a very similar splotch. It did nothing. I assume Archimedes finds Alderic.
Yes. After a minute, they spot somebody laying up against a pillar, and they do find Alderic.
Question. Does Malin have any medical supplies on her?
Good question. Briar, did Mullen have any medical supplies on her?
Yeah, she had, I think, an herbalism kit. Yeah.
Right, she made a salve for him.
Yeah, she has an herbalism kit. No, it's not an herbalism kit. It's a healer's kit. I lied.
Oh shit! He grabs a hold of that. So he starts going through her backpack a bit, finds it, and then just gets up and then starts to half sprint over towards Alderic.
Pepper's kind of just frozen over her, kind of stuck with the thought of like, why do I get to be brought back and you don't? You know, like that sort of like real just guilt shit. She's just stuck there for a moment.
Oh, ow.
Malin, you can't die like this. Come on. You got stuff to do.
Fuck, I forget his name. This fuckface. What is his name?
Alderic?
Henrik,
thank you.
Oh.
As Sharm starts to sprint away, he shouts, check on Henrik.
You shout that to who?
To any one of these two who are alive.
You can see, anybody who's near him can see that Henrik is just kind of like gaining his faculties, like, because he kind of knows what happened next to him. He's just sitting up now in a daze.
Ooh, do I? Yeah. As Sharm starts to kneel down and starts to try to patch him up with the healer's kit. He's gonna say, "Come on, Alderic," in Draconic. "Come on, Alderic. You're our best bet for these sorts of things. I need you to just wake the fuck up."
He kind of groans a bit and goes, thanks. These old bones aren't what they used to be. Especially for fighting.
Sharp nods his head and says, yeah, you could tell me about that again. You could say that again. I'm not as spry as I used to be. A healer's kit. I think that expends a charge and heals for... no, I could just stabilize him.
Nice. You do that. And once he works his way up to his feet, he starts to hobble over in this direction, back where you came from, moving pretty slowly. Until eventually, he gets back over to here and sees what has occurred. Damn. He got away, didn't he?
He did. Killed Balin in the process. Spinal fluid drained out of her skull as he pulled her horn out. The root whiff, so her bone is now with him.
That's not as important.
Pete raises an eyebrow and looks at Pepper.
Do we have any means to bring her back?
The one I tried failed. If anyone has Revivify and he... how many seconds has it been? Has it been a minute?
Since she died?
Yes.
Yes, it's been over a minute.
He counts and then says, if anyone had Revivify, you missed your mark about 35 seconds ago. Closer to 2 minutes now.
So
It
what?
was my...
Because you
Go
couldn't
ahead.
get your shit together, now someone's dead.
He looks at Pepper. This is not the time to become emotional, Pepper.
No,
This is
apparently the
time.
time is 2 minutes now.
The time is to recuperate, think of a new strategy, and fight again.
Fat lot of good that'll do Malin.
Do not weep for the dead. They cannot... Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? God damn it, Swedish. Do not weep for the dead. They cannot appreciate your tears.
That's great, buddy. You let me know when you figure out how to stop bottling up your emotions.
Could I take a swing at charms?
Sure. Do you want to? Do you want to be? Do you want to be a hit to like actually try and kill, which would deal damage, or just a punch? Just a punch.
No, just like a punch. It's like you're being a dick.
Sure, go for it.
Yeah.
Give me a roll to hit.
I don't have a spell slot for shield, so
You get a firm and rather painful punch on, I guess, either the shoulder or arm.
Yeah, just like a straight like. I want to say like a deck to the face, but it also is like, you know, those moments where it's like someone's being a bit very insensitive and the other person's very emotional, so you just get decked. Kind of like that moment. It's like a punch to the face, like knocks some sense.
You happy now?
Well,
He turns his punched cheek towards you. You happy?
She is dead.
She
And
is.
all you care about now is fucking recuperating.
He tilts his head. That's how you survive. You do not survive by moping around. Especially when the enemy we just faced is of such strength.
you do not live by just, treating everything like a utilitarian bullshit fest.
That's exactly how I live.
It's
That's
not
exactly
living,
how
man.
I survived for as long as I have.
It's not living. It's just surviving.
Oh, I live plenty. Just not in a way that you would accept. Unfortunate
No,
as
you
it
know what?
is, Malin is dead. There's nothing we can do about it now. So let's focus on the mission.
Actually, there is one thing I have to do about it.
Burial, I understand.
I really don't think you do. And in fact, I'm gonna make one suggestion before you say anything else, which is that you step the fuck off and you back the fuck up. Do not talk to me unless you're prepared to find your innards on the ground. This is your only warning. Step off, go away, leave me be. You've got nothing helpful to contribute.
Sharms folds his arms and doesn't move an inch.
Acknowledging that he's at least shut the fuck up. Pepper's gonna get to it. She starts gathering Malin's personal effects, making sure there's definitely nothing in there that she could use. try and revive her. Actually, Pepper does have the thought of like, I do have the finger, but I'm not sure that she would know whether there is a way to use that, like, as a revive thing.
You can give me an arcane check, but it would have to be a crit to even get any sort of useful advice from it.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, nothing really springs to mind. Like, maybe the fact that it was being used while she died might have something to do with it, but you can't really think of anything.
Someone aside from charms. I got the finger. Could we use that?
Henrik speaks up and says, "It's possible, but for now we should get back to the cafe."
You know what'll make that easier? Malyn's able to walk herself. If it's possible, I want you to try.
Right now?
Now's our best chance, I reckon. Sooner rather than later. I'd rather not keep her waiting.
And Aldrich walks over and says, "Best not try something like that. We still don't fully understand the magic that's at work here."
But we do
Henrik might
understand that
be
someone
able-
is dead, and I don't know if that's going to actually get better with time or not. Okay?
There are plenty of clerics at my disposal. She died because of my shortcomings. I can see what I can do, but we need to get back to my city.
Fine. 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 Fucking fine. Whatever.
Whatever
I'm
it
sorry.
takes.
I'm sorry,
John
Malyn.
was
What did you say?
John
She
just
said,
says,
she said sorry to Malyn.
And John, what'd you do?
"Oh," John just says, "Whatever it takes. We're getting her back." And then goes up to Mullen and gently picks her up.
You do
almost like
that.
a princess style.
And I'm gonna end the scene there and say that you all head back to the city. Because, meanwhile, there's one more thing that has to occur before the session's over.
Ooh.
And that is, Malin. You find yourself, in a pretty familiar place.
I had a feeling.
Right in front of the god of death, Moros. Foggy wall and all that. Same
Okay, yeah.
situation.
I was gonna ask if you got the fog wall still up. Am I in pain? Is my horn missing, or am I just there?
No, you're just there. Your horn's
there.
not missing. You're feeling kind of fine now, but you're pretty certain you know what just happened.
Yeah, I have a feeling. Does Moros do anything?
He's just waiting. He's chilling on the other side of that fog wall.
She will step closer to the fog wall. Come on up, then. I know you want to say something.
You see, the tips of his fingers break through the fog, and once again, they kind of turn to the side, and the base middle finger bone once again is the one that speaks and goes, "There are few things I desire to speak, Malin. But that seems different for you.
Is that it? It's just over then.
Yeah. Your pact with me has ended. As has your life.
It's over. Everything I did, every person who I took their soul, every kill that I made, it's over. It was for nothing.
As all things inevitably are, Molin.
It's not right. It's not right. I wasn't. All I wanted to do was give her a better life. If there is any mercy left in you, is there any way I could just see her once? I don't need to speak to her. I don't need to do anything. Just let me see her, please.
I believe I can arrange such a thing. After all, my brother Fate is no longer the one in charge of such things. And besides, it's not like you will live forever. And he turns his hand away, and he reaches out the tip of his finger in such a way that kind of seems like he's offering a handshake with the tip of his really massive hand. Whenever you are ready.
No point in putting it off. And she will reach out and take the finger.
You do that, giving his finger a big old handshake.
Yeah.
And as you do, you see a bright light. And then, join us next week for the next episode of Ghostlight Theatre, where you'll find out what happens.
I'm gonna fucking kill you, little fucking square peg.
Oh, fuck.
Coming after you.
I finally got to kill one.
Oh. you asshole. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Oh.
Really.
I am 100% going through your things.
Thanks, bro. Not gonna give them to my kid.
Take their shoes.
We aren't fucking married, bro.
Take your vest.
Lunar body,
That's
take your
why.
rest.
That's why I was.
Damn, your face is
I was
really
like, I'm
punchable
gonna
there,
start.
bro.
I'm gonna start. So I was like, I'm gonna start grabbing a personal effects because I've got a letter to deliver.
Oh. Okay.
I just thought of a moment, but then I was like, nah, never mind.
Mm.
It's like, if I'll say it afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What is that? The second time I've cried on stream? Yeah, that's the second time.
Oh,
Oh fuck. Well, oopsie poopsie, I'm dead. Fuck.
and here I thought I'd be the one that died.
Yeah, well, honestly, I was
I-
expecting Pepper.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why she's kind of having a big survivor's guilt moment because she's like,
Oh.
hang on, no,
Someone,
you
someone
motherfucker.
killed
Now
with
I've
that
got a
one.
job to do,
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. There's still plenty of time left for that.
Oh,
Oh boy.
motherfucker.
You could all... Yeah?
Motherfucker. Yeah.
End of sentence.
There's still plenty of opportunity to get killed.
Oh my god.
I'm sure, man. I'm
Oh.
sure. No, yeah, no problem.
John's
Oh,
gonna
God.
go into his emo stage now.
Please don't do the whole like, where are you type bullshit,
Yeah.
please.
I'm so
sorry.
No, it's gonna be more of like the bad man something.
Oh my god. Well, fuck. That's all I have to say. Thank you so much for joining us for Untold Realms, the Ghostlight Theatre, session 7. As far as I know, we will be back next week for session 8. And we do still have the wonderful Reclamation on Tuesdays at I think it's like noon EST, 6 o'clock.
Don't miss it. It's pretty cool.
It's pretty fucking good.
It's pretty cool.
There was a brief moment where we thought I might not be able to make a certain session in a couple of weeks, but turns out that I actually will not be away that Sunday. I'll just be really fucking tired after getting back from my acting gig.
I mean, fair.
Yeah.
Either way,
I'm getting back 11:30 the night before to a place on the other side of the city.
Nice. Yeah.
So I'll be on 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah. Well, rip in peace, Mullen.
Not for long.
That's fair. Y'all gotta find a diamond, I think, if you want her back. A really expensive ass diamond.
Yeah.
We'll go rob a jeweler store. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well then, until next time, I do say adieu, adieu. Parting is such sweet sorrow. Good night.
Good night.
Good
Have
night.
bad dreams.
Good night, everybody.
Wow.
Send me money.
Bye.